Hey everybody. Sorry we're a little bit late.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Malcolm.
I'm Zach. This is Non-Committal Tuesday.
We decided to play Planet Coaster.
Yeah, so this game has expanded a bit since last time I touched it.
Huh.
I think there was only those three.
Interesting.
This custom business sounds like the thing to do, though.
Yeah. Unlimited money and build a custom environment.
I wonder if that means we can, make...
Can we build just,
snowland and desert land right next to each other?
We can build sections. Alright.
Oh, okay.
So we choose a starting environment with custom
Ambience.
ambiance.
That looks...
ambiance.
I don't know, what do you want? That one looks nice, or this one looks nice,
Tropical
too.
looks fun.
The ambiance.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe pick a texture. Probably just like that
Ground.
one.
Yeah. So this is a little bit like the most recent and newest version of Roller Coaster Tycoon, right?
We can pick ground swatches. That's what's happening.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe we should just do maybe we should make this simpler on ourselves. I don't know.
Oh, why would we do that? Hey, Sugar Panda, we are doing
Hello.
pretty good.
Because we can just pick deciduous, which seems like a pretty.
All right, yeah, let's just do that then. Or do we want to do desert or tropical?
I did desert before. Didn't do tropical, but I want to try because we did.
All right, yeah.
Last time we did desert and grasslands.
Yeah.
We want to come up with a name. We're not worried about it. We were playing Planet Coaster.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to put the thing in the bottom of the thing.
Yes. I mean, space planes do suck. Rockets are cool.
Yes, but they're not involved in this particularly.
We should really actually go ahead and change that.
Okay, so here now we have an empty.
This is indeed a game park. Okay. Grasslandy.
It's deciduous.
Well, people seem to have been turned away by the fact that it's just a large open field
with nothing in it.
Do you not like our theme park yet? It's so wonderful. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Look, there's a bird flying over.
It's beautiful.
Have you ever seen ground so flat? All right, so you're gonna have to give me the rundown.
Yeah. So this game is a game with a lot of things in it. But first we should I think we should build an entryway, and we can.
I am about that.
Aha, there we go. That's what we want. So we can go deeply custom, which is what we should do.
Oh, boy.
Obviously.
Well, yeah, we gotta make every single thing customized in this.
I think that's what we're gonna do today.
Okay.
Should we? Okay, so we could we get a little bit more fundamental. We can go to terrain here, and we could say I don't know, what is the terrain in the opening of theme park have? Do we have a river or something like that, or?
Well, I think obviously it's several dozen square miles of parking lot.
Well, that's you see. Okay, so that's handled underground over here.
Okay.
There's an underground parking lot. We're not going to build any
parking.
What if
that was our entire theme park? It's just one giant parking lot that once you go in, you never go out. It's Mad Max. It's Escape from New York style. Once you it's just a giant hellhole of cars and.
I mean, that sounds less interesting than some theme parks I've heard about. We could try that. I don't even know if I can make a convincing.
Parking lot. Can we turn this into just Kerbal Space Program and send all of our park attendees to the moon?
So you're saying you want to build a moon park?
What I'm saying is I want to build a roller coaster that launches people up far enough that they will get to the moon.
The moon, you say?
Yes.
Well, we can try. We can build some. We're in sandbox mode, so
we can build some interesting stuff. All right.
Possibly, we can build some bad things. I'm not sure what I'm doing.
So I think we're building I think what we should do is, real talk wise, we should build a little lake that has a bridge going over it. Yeah. Yeah. The entrance is a bridge going over a lake.
I can make the lake bigger too.
I think that's big enough for now. We can make it a little bit bigger earlier.
You want calm water?
Yeah.
Higher lake, better lake. This is a shit lake right now.
Yeah, let's
let's maybe we should figure out the bridge part first, because I'm not really sure what I need for that.
Let's see if there's like some actual like good bridge material.
Okay.
It'd probably be under building, maybe.
Well, okay. So the thing we need is they will only there it is, paths. They will only walk on paths. They're required by law to cross paths. So part of our bridge will have this built over it.
Cool. It's so wiggly.
It is wiggly.
Do we want to make it a little like zigzag?
We can also make it go up and down, but like that.
Cool.
I want to get like the more proper bridge sort of
like
thing.
shape going on.
Yeah. If anyone in the chat has theme suggestions, I would love to hear.
Yeah, we are open to suggestions here.
Okay. We have the fundamentals of the bridge. Now we can go into building and like put things wherever we want them, basically, around it.
Cool.
I don't know exactly what.
All right. So what is the theme of this theme park going to be? Because it is a theme park.
We can also just have lands and stuff like that.
True. What say you to underworld themed?
Underworld? Like Hades realm?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we could do that, sure. Okay, so let's look at...
Okay.
What do buildings look like
high Gothic.
In Hades? Here we go, we got some...
Lots of spikes, lots of pillars. A little ominous looking.
I mean, we need, like, these kinds of... Yeah.
Very angular.
Hades realm has these, for sure.
Definitely has pillars. Like, so many pillars.
Okay. Okay. Is there a way to change the water color? Because, like, you don't imagine kind of, like, a lot of pillars, kind of, like, rubble strewn around the entranceway?
Do we build it a... Do we make it a blood lake?
Yeah, if I could make it a blood lake, I would make it a blood lake, but I just don't...
Let's see if
think there's blood lake as an option.
Size paint, auto paint. Can we change that?
That's...
okay, yeah, that's...
So I can change, like, these are the water options. I'm not sure if I'm actually changing the water or not. There we go. It's a better lake now.
Alright,
Oh, there we go. Okay, so... That's rough water. That's standing water. This is dirty water. And we've seen calm water. Which water do you prefer?
I like rough.
You like rough? Okay.
I think rough is a good one. Turbulent.
And then, kind of like the thing I was doing here.
But just the pillars sticking out of the water?
Yeah, I think like we're like sort of broken and fallen over.
What if you make it a ancient ruins themed theme park?
It's not that different from Hades realm.
Yeah, we'll just do ancient Greece. We can make a Minotaur ride. That is just a giant spinny maze thing.
Everyone's leaving our park. Should I put?
To be fair, we don't have much park.
We don't have much park.
It's a lake with a bridge over it and a bunch of pillars in it.
How do I rotate it? Because I could make it... There we go. That's what I want. Okay, cool. So that means I can just take these and...
Move them around?
Yeah, we could just move them however we want.
Cool.
They don't have to be stuck to the ground or anything.
Alright.
Let's see. I think that's a good start.
I like it. Okay.
What does Sugar Panda says? The random park, everything is random, and you don't know what it'll find.
Come to random park today. What if we make this anatomy park and just build a giant naked homeless man?
I don't think we have the pieces to build a giant naked homeless man. I suspect we don't.
I'm guessing we can't also release horrible diseases into the park accidentally.
What do you mean?
Have you not seen that episode of Rick and Morty?
Oh.
There's an episode of Rick and Morty.
Yes, I've seen that episode of Rick and Morty.
All right.
Okay. I need something to go across the top of this. It's not the right piece. These are walls. That's my problem.
That might be a little bit of an issue. Walls might not be exactly what we're looking for. What do they have roof-wise?
Metal. Concrete. Looking for smooth concrete? That's not. Does that match?
No.
Not really. Yeah, so we're in walls columns. They're stuck. It's called stucco. Okay.
Should be at the bottom, I believe.
Scroll down. Yeah, okay, that's close enough.
All right, cool. So
there's a way to create a building too.
Huh.
But I don't remember what it is. That would help. Because then we could like build on a grid. But it's like here we go. Cancel placement, rotate, raise lower. Reset height. Control. Oh, that's cool. Now I've got a building going. But I want something smaller than that. Unless we move our whole building. Oops. Or we could just, let's just do it this way.
Freehand it?
No. Build out. The important part of. How are these not aligned?
I don't know.
Okay, so that means we need to move this around a little bit.
Yeah.
It's too short here, huh?
Raise the ground a little bit?
Yeah, we're going to have to. It's about where it wants to be, right? Possibly in a little bit. So let's reset rotation. Entrances are hard.
Why are people even showing up right now?
I don't know.
They're
You can
like,
build them a roller
look,
coaster.
construction, and they just sort of walk in and are like, huh, shouldn't there be somebody stopping me?
Maybe we should just build a building on that side.
Yeah, let's just...
We'll come back to this.
We can, if we eventually figure out how to do buildings slightly better, do better buildings at the front.
Well, it's like, I think I was making it more complicated than I needed to by like starting with the columns and stuff.
Yeah. All right.
So we want like a Parthenon looking thing, right?
Yeah, we should do a Parthenon looking thing.
Okay, so what's stucco? So like you have something like this,
I think
right?
that's
like,
on the wrong side. On the other side, is that you build it on?
Oh, you're right.
Just slightly
right.
uneven. Yeah. Okay, and then.
So now we would need like a floor. Or we could just put. And like make these maybe possibly a stairway going up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then. Let's see. It has to be like. Can I make this flat?
We're still in the wall section, I think.
Right. There's roofs. Because roofs are floors, right?
I think it has to be just a regular floor section, right?
I don't remember if there is or not. Doors, wall signs. We just look at all.
You type in the search floor.
Yep.
Ground.
Here, let's just look at all the stucco pieces.
Okay.
Because we have like stuff like that.
Cool.
Which you can make out of.
Well, wouldn't the floor have to be paths?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think like I'm trying to build like a Parthenon.
Yeah. Okay.
So I want like I don't know stairs or something.
How big Parthenon wise?
Yeah, like that big.
Like that big.
Which is pretty big.
Yeah.
I'll also do something like this on the outside and then stick columns all across it.
Yeah, we could totally do that. That would actually look pretty good.
Should I make it one lower or just this high?
That should. I like that.
Okay. Let's get some columns in here. Do you want these or like? I'll go like the slightly fancier ones.
I like those ones. Those ones feel.
Also,
more...
we can build our own column. But here, okay, we got this column, this column, and this column.
Cool.
Those are our pre-built columns. We can also make custom columns from maybe a combination of these parts.
Yeah.
I kind of think this one is the one to go with.
Yeah, that one does look the best. Should we pull up a reference image of the Parthenon?
Sure, that might help us. Stucco Pillar 3. Okay.
The Parthenon. Images. All right. So yeah, it looks like it has circular pillars actually. Like real big circular pillars.
Well, this is our fake one, so.
Faux Parthenon. Or Farsenon.
Farsenon?
It's a bad joke.
It's a pretty good bad joke. I can align these probably better, but I'm just...
It's good enough.
Actually, move this one slightly.
Alright.
There we go. That looks alright.
It does look pretty good. Now we just need to put something on top.
Mm-hmm. We got roofs. All sorts of roof business. Gotta be a way to raise this up. There we go. Oops.
Okay.
So now we have a facade.
Mm-hmm.
I figured out the way to raise this. Shift, there we go.
Okay, cool.
I want it.
It can only be placed on the edge.
I guess so.
It's part of the building.
That one also doesn't want to be placed there. Kind of want to try putting something in front to make it look more
stair-like.
Mm-hmm.
Our Parthenon roof is just that singular one in the middle instead of the big
You know what we need
wide
here?
slanting one. A wall sign.
Yeah, we need like a big. This is a theme park sign, right?
Welcome to Traction Park.
Why is it way over there? I don't want it to be way over there.
Let's see.
That's what I want. So I can put. There's bigger signs.
Can we do a?
So this will.
Is there any way to build the slope, like the sloped roof over the full thing like that?
There might be. We might be able to figure that out. The thing I want to figure out first is what do you want to stick in the middle? single like a big one of these or something.
I like that. I like the
or even this. Just one on the line to the surface, but you get the idea.
We just put a big. We put that on top of the thing.
This one is nicer.
Yeah, that one's definitely nicer.
Okay, so let's try to figure out this.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to stucco at the bottom. Oh, these are roof roofs. We need to fill up. Okay, so this is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
It's gonna be quite hard. Okay. So like that, this is kind of an extreme version of this, but it works, right?
Yeah. I mean, is there anyone that's a lower angle than that?
I don't think there's a lower angle than that. That is a slightly lower angle, actually, right?
No, it's a sharper angle. It'll be going up at a much sharper angle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is going to be a massive building. Very massive.
It's gonna be real big, but it's gonna look real cool. Like for sure, guys.
What capper do we want? Do we want we probably want the one that of the same angle, right? That's not even the same angle.
If we can find one of the same angle. Try the slightly smaller one. The one's the sharper angle.
This one. That's
one.
the one.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Now we fill all this up
with wall.
We also need stuff here or something. Like the Greeks use statues.
We don't need anything. We can just leave it like that. Look at our beautiful facade.
I need to fix one thing. And stuck it. I guess maybe this does require the larger wall sign, perhaps. Just get that real quick.
Okay, we've got stucco clicked. Well, that's a ground one. You put that.
I can put it on. I can put it wherever the hell.
Put it on the wall, and we can turn it around and stuff.
Advanced move this if we want. We can put it upside down, or not, as the case may go.
Just add an angle like that, because apparently you can't do it flat.
That might help. Nope. There we go.
Okay.
No. No. Well, that's fine.
We did our best. All right.
Translate. I know it's kind of ugly, but there's got to be another big sign. Is this big too?
Also another big sign.
You also put a custom sign if you want.
Do we call this place the Parkenon?
The Parkenon? There's got to be a bigger custom sign. We need a huge custom sign. These are small.
Try these ones. Those ones look a little longer.
These?
Nope. I was wrong. I was very wrong.
There may not be anything on the... I think that's probably that.
I guess.
It's better than the other one, and it's big.
I'm just sad because I don't have a Parkenon.
We could put a small Parkenon sign somewhere else.
So now we need to affiliate, the Parkenon.
How deep is the Parkenon?
Do we just build that as a facade wall that's just the entrance to the park, and we just like the chicken booth in there? Yeah, like Just that, and then that's like the walls that go around the park. You can put,
like
fences
build
and
out.
stuff. Yeah, we can like build out a little bit more. Or do we want to actually build a big
little bit more on this? Just
huh?
a tiny. I want to put a tiny bit more on this.
So it goes
I'm
back
not sure
a little more.
Yeah, like even if it was a facade, I would want to like put this again, like just copy this and move it back, and then turn it around, something like that. But let's look at roofs. Let's see what we could actually do with a roof here.
Yeah, it's a good
We
idea.
put icing on it.
Just gonna sit here and build Candyland. The issue is I don't think there are just flat stucco roofs.
There may not be. Well, there's flat stucco roofs, which is not really going to help us.
Well, the like peaked roof of the Parthenon, that was only the front.
Yeah, I know that.
So we could just do flat stucco roof back.
No. We could put these across.
Just sticking out.
They would look awful.
It would look real bad. They seem to really only do flat roofs.
Well, there's these tile roofs, but they actually don't want to fit on the Parthenon as it is. So.
Yeah.
Nope, that's floating. Can I? Okay. Nope, you can't change the angles. It doesn't say. It still say. It doesn't say Kerbal Space Program, does it? You updated the thing, right? Update the information. Total Warrior. If it said Kerbal Space Program, we were mistaken. It should not have.
Yeah. Thanks for the. All right. Well, we're good. We're good now for sure.
Maybe it is just a terrible facade. Can I like select all of this?
You got part of it.
Let's get the whole thing. I want to copy, duplicate selection. Actually, yeah, let's just do that. Let's just take this whole thing, duplicate it, turn it around, bam.
Cool.
I wish there was something between it, but there may not be.
Well, we can put a roof in.
Yeah, what
like
roof though?
Like just a flat roof in between.
Oh, just like a.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a real small looking, like, thin bit.
I got you. You're talking about like this.
Yeah, just do that because that way it's got
shame
something
roof.
there. A shame roof. I like it. All right. Space plane to orbit. 0 hours played. You hooked me in, but now I'm intrigued.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Total Warrior.
We decided we were gonna play some Planet Coaster today, and so we thought about a couple of different ideas for themes for the park, and we've decided on ancient Greek.
The theme was Land of Hades.
Originally.
You know what we need here? We need some plants and rocks and things. That'll really spice this up. We're done with the building.
Spice up our Farsanon.
The first.
Yeah, the themes of the park, because we're getting to build basically a theme park right now, and so we're trying to figure out what we want that theme to be, and we've decided on ancient Greek.
Because like you do.
Obviously, this ancient Greek park needs some pomegranate trees. We can get some pomegranate trees. Is there a pomegranate tree? Nope. All right. What about an olive tree?
Okay, we only got like we can get fruity cargo, but
that actually kind of does look decent if we're going for like the medieval. No olive
trees. That's a
trees.
revolver.
What about trees?
Let's look at some trees.
Let's take a look at
Maybe
the
we
trees.
got some palm trees. Got some of these trees.
It's a little bit like The Sims.
This is an ash. We're a little like The Sims, yeah.
But more focused. It's a little closer to Sim City than like The Sims.
These trees are bad trees. That's kind of Greeky.
So much tree.
You want a lot of tree.
I think we should move it back so you can sort of see the edge of our Farsinon.
That's what I'm trying to disguise, actually. A little bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Alright.
What the hell is that?
A mystical fantasy portal.
Okay. Here's a wishing tree. That's kind of cool.
It has a face.
It has a face. It's kind of cool. Oh, we need these are the trees we need.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We definitely need these
we should get rid of the other trees and just put those.
Okay. Now I can't select it anymore, huh?
Huh. Right.
So like this, something like this.
Yeah.
Let's look at some. Do we have any smaller plants? I'm just looking.
Shrub. Try shrub. Bush.
Bush. There's a beech bush.
Beech bush.
Yeah, we got some bush. Forest bush. It's a little big. That's okay.
People just walk right up to the front of the park and then turn around and walk away.
I guess we should build a roller coaster or something.
We should build some sort of roller coaster.
What kind of roller coaster do you want to make?
All right. Well, we're going with the theme of ancient Greek. What are some of your favorite Greek myths?
The labor of Hercules. What's a good labor of Hercules that should be a roller coaster?
All right, guys.
You want to change our stream title to Ancient Greek Land because that's where we're going rapidly.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna keep looking at plants while we do this. What is the best labor of Hercules that ought to be a theme park?
Obviously, it's when he cleaned out the stables.
Oh, awesome! Look, we can. There's dragons in Greek myth at some point, right? Like
a little bit.
A little bit of dragons. I'm not sure. Oh, it's an electric cable. Okay, cool. Crates, dynamite, yeah. Genuine giant taco. Giant piece of pizza.
Hold on. Building the park and on.
Oh no.
There we go. Building the Parthenon, guys. That's the best pun I've made all day. I've peaked.
It's a pretty solid
I'm
pun.
I'm at the top of my game now. It's as high as I'm gonna be able to get.
I think it's pretty solid. I mean,
it's as good as I'm gonna get.
You've seen the animatronics in this game, right? Did you realize there was?
Oh, there's animatronics.
Yeah, that's sci-fi, but it might be something that works.
What if we were to do? I like doing a labor of Hercules. I think that's a.
I think it's a good start.
It's definitely a good start.
So you were saying the
That's
I forget what it's called, but
yeah, the something stables. Hold on, let me look up the labors of Hercules. So number 1 was the Nemean lion. Number 2 was the Lernaean hydra.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 was the hind of Cernia.
So the thing here is that the
Erythmian boar.
Aegean stables. The Aegean stables. The problem with the Aegean stables is that
we can't just have people cleaning out stables.
No, it's a water ride. It's got to be a water.
Right, it has to be because it's if it's a water ride, it's gonna be him because he diverted a river through.
Yeah, no, it's gotta be okay. No, but we can make a water ride. We can do that.
We can also do potentially the Stymphalian birds,
let me
the Grecian bull, or the horse of Diomedes.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
There is all right. So, the lion, the hydra, the hind, the boar, the stables, the birds, the bull, the horses, the belt, the cattle, the apples, and Cerberus. Or Cerberus, however you want to pronounce it. Because there were the apples of the Hesperides,
Oh, the apples.
Geron's cow.
The apples of Hesperides might be a cool
That might
theme.
be a real good one to do because it starts. You have
that one has a dragon in it.
It does have a dragon in it. It has like pretty girls.
Yeah.
All of the Hesperides. It's got like fruit.
Okay, so what kind of roller coaster is that? We're probably gonna be a steel roller coaster, like the kind of the normal kind.
Yeah, yeah.
So don't think we're like okay. So there's a lot of choices.
Yeah, is there one that looks like a
Oh, like a what?
I'm trying to think.
So you got your like. I can't. Oh, there it is. So you got your like normal-ish ones, and you got like inverted ones. We can change the colors, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
More inverted ones, like floorless. Here's a very simple.
Right, well, let's since we're doing the apples of the Hesperides,
this is an even crazier thing.
At the myth. So, for the apples of the Hesperides, Hercules basically had to convince the Hesperides to help him get past the dragon. Hercules to bring him golden apples which belong to Zeus, king of the gods. Hera had given these apples to Zeus as a wedding gift, so surely the task would be impossible. Hera, who didn't want to see Hercules succeed, God, Greek mythology is basically just Hera being terrible and Zeus not being able to keep it in his pants. That's almost all of Greek mythology.
A lot of it starts and ends that way, it's for sure.
It's mostly just the issues of a very old married couple.
Oops.
All right, but no.
I think let's start simple. Like, this is a very simple car setup, and
so Hercules' first problem was that he didn't know where the garden was. He journeyed through Libya, Egypt, Arabia, and Asia, having adventures along the way. That's so nondescript. What adventures? Stopped by the son of the god of war, who demanded that Hercules fight him. The fight was broken up by a thunderbolt. Hercules continued, where he sees the sea god Nereus, who knew the garden's secret location. All kinds of shapes, blah, blah, blah. Continuing on his quest, he was stopped by Antaeus, the sea god, the son of the sea god Poseidon, who also challenged Hercules to fight. Basically, Hercules had to like go through
Hercules had to do a lot of shit.
I'm trying to think of there's a reference I'm trying to think of that's to like him going through. He had to fight through the Elite Four of godchildren.
I no idea what you're talking about, man. Pokemon. Got it.
It's not a great comparison. I was trying to do my best.
It's decent. Freak Mist has many things in common, rather, with Pokemon.
Hercules met another son of Poseidon. Got captured. Better. Was going to be a human sacrifice, but escaped and killed the guy who was going to sacrifice him.
So first, we need
to love the nondescriptness of Greek mythology.
What does our tree look like? Because there's like the centerpiece of the ride is going to be this tree.
Yeah. So,
can I actually scale things in this game? I don't think I can. It's not like a big ass tree.
Let me check a thing real quick.
Here we go. Actually, maybe we could do like this really small, pretty tree.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be like on a hill.
Definitely needs to be on a hill.
Apparently, you put the hill first and then put the tree down.
So the basic myth is that Hercules doesn't know where the garden is, has to find the garden, find a way to get past the dragon, and the Hesperides.
I don't know what a Hesperides is. It's just a lady?
It's
a lady who guards a tree?
Here, let me... The Hesperides, nymphs who were the daughters of Atlas, the titan who held the sky and earth upon his shoulders. So
the daughters... This is the one where he holds the earth on his shoulders for a bit, right?
I don't know that this is the one where Hercules does that, but...
I thought you went and
yes, he convinces Atlas to go grab the apples because Atlas can do it, in exchange for... Yeah, so In gratitude, Prometheus told Hercules. So yeah, this is also when Hercules shows up and just kills the bird, the monstrous eagle that is constantly eating the liver of Prometheus.
Okay, we got
every
Prometheus.
day.
How's this? How's this for like a starter? For like.
I like it. I like how it goes up and has a cool. It's got a very centerpiece look to it.
I feel like they're gonna. Or to bring the roller coaster like around.
We'll have to do a swoop under that.
Like
probably.
Swoop under and like up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like it would be cool.
So yeah, after Eagle flew.
What do you think is the right kind of rock?
This went on for 30 years until Hercules showed up. So Prometheus had his liver eaten out every day, for 30 years.
Well, Prometheus shouldn't have been.
Until Hercules showed up and killed the eagle. In gratitude, Prometheus told Hercules the secret to getting the apples. He would have to send Atlas after them instead of going himself. Atlas hated holding up the sky and the earth so much that he would agree to the task of fetching the apples in order to pass the burden over to Hercules. Everything happened as Prometheus predicted. Atlas went to get the apples while Hercules was stuck in Atlas's place. The weight of the world literally upon his shoulders. Atlas returned the apples. He told Hercules he would take them to the guy he was supposed to Hercules bring them to himself. He asked Hercules to stay there and hold the heavy load for the rest of time. Hercules slyly agreed, but asked Atlas whether he could take it back again for just a moment while the hero put on some soft padding on his shoulders to help him bear the weight of the sky and the earth. Atlas put the apples on the ground, lifted the burden onto his own shoulders. Hercules picked them up and quickly ran off. Uneventfully to the other guy. Because they belonged to the gods, the apples could not remain with him. After all the trouble Hercules went to get them, he had to return them to Athena.
Yep.
Of course.
That's pretty much how it goes for Hercules. It's like, Hercules, go do this thing. Well, I'm glad you did this thing. I'm going to take it away from you now.
Hercules, go do the thing. I did the thing. Great. The thing you did was literally pointless.
Let's see. We need to lush this up a bit. Definitely, right?
Yeah, for sure. We need some nice grass, maybe a little bit of.
Is there like? Whoop, that's a little big.
That's a lot big. Do like hanging vines. That might be nice.
That could be cool.
Potentially.
You know what? Flowers would be great. Oh, that's kind of okay. I think that's gonna help me. This kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So what animatronics do we have?
We can look at that in a second.
So the dragon who's guarding the tree. I
don't think he's.
What is the dragon's name again?
So if you want to have hanging vines, we can sort of accomplish that here.
Yeah, so Hercules' entire thing of like
that?
Like the entire way he found out about how he's like, I need to trick Atlas and stuff was literally he just happened to come across Prometheus who told him stuff. I love Greek mythology.
It's highly convenient at times, that's for sure.
Greek mythology had the original plot convenience. Ugh. But no, yeah, like the interesting ones are for Hercules are like the ones where he's actually just killing a big monster.
The lion one's kind of cool.
The lion one is kind of cool.
So you want to look at some animatronics here?
Let's take a look at the animatronics just real quick. See what's up.
I'm not sure if there's a category for that.
Can you just search animatronics?
Props. Okay,
Props.
We can't.
Okay.
So we got some bandits here. Like there's a whole cowboy stuff.
Yeehaw!
Kind of bandits. Archer. Let's see what else we got here.
We can beat him because he
cowboy
British accent.
Here's the dragon.
All right.
Probably we're gonna use on this ride.
We're definitely gonna use this on the ride.
I'm not exactly sure where, but like I think like here might be appropriate in this sort of area.
Here, try putting him right there, facing that way, so his head, if you can rotate him a little bit.
I can advance rotate him. So
Okay, yeah. So put him down. Like just rotate a little bit so that he's basically leaning down and going towards where the ride's going to come under him.
So you're saying like this sort of? I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit like that. If we can scoot him a little bit over maybe, or rotate him a little bit more so that he's not
definitely
quite
scoot him
in.
and rotate him. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that more. It's probably good. We'll cover it up his base.
And then we can have the coaster come either down and up around like that, or down that way, so that he's like going down over them.
Where were we? We're scenery. We're looking through.
All right. So what other parts from the Apples of the Hesperides should we add? Because we've got the tree, we've got the dragon.
Let's see if we've got any like. Okay, that's not.
Yeah, apples were kept in the garden at the northern edge of the world, where they were guarded not only by a 100-headed dragon named Ladon, but also by the Hesperides.
Kraken, knights, various knights.
Let's see.
More pirates, a lot of pirates.
Dun, 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 dun.
They're, colonial soldiers to fight the pirates, I guess. A pirate. That's a huge shark. That's way bigger than I thought. What?
Oh, so you can go through the mouth of the shark.
That's kind of awesome, yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
There's snowman pieces.
Oh, we can do
There's spaceship pieces.
The Odyssey. We can do the Odyssey if we wanted to.
The Odyssey?
It's gonna have to be a really, really long ride. Like
and
as long as we can make
it. There's aliens of various kinds of aliens.
Cool. But no, yeah, if we end up doing the Odyssey at some point.
There's also like a standing witch. Is that what a Hesperity looks like?
We can take some creative liberties.
Okay, let's put the actual coaster in.
All right.
That's just the start. I think.
Okay, so let's figure out.
Uh-oh, what the hell happened? How? The Parthenon.
Farsenon.
Farsenon's gone.
Wow. How?
I don't know. I really don't know. Did I actually put something in the building and then delete it and then I took the whole building with it?
That may have happened.
We might be able to get it back. Let's build this roller coaster.
Okay. So I think if there's anything that's like vaguely ship themed.
Ship themed, okay.
Like boat or potentially cart themed, like something that just looks like a medieval mode of transport.
There isn't. All the roller coasters are too cool for that. Like, you got like a race car theme and the other ones are like we could just go sort of a generic.
All right, let's go just generic if we can't do like something that'll fit a little closer to that.
Where do you want to start this? That's a real question.
Let's start it relatively near to the beginning of the park.
Okay. Let's say about here. I think we want to go that way.
Yeah. All right. So, how many different things should this go through? Because
like 2 or 3. Like.
Okay, so we got the garden itself.
We got the garden. That's that's the finale, sort of.
The other stuff that happens is there is Atlas, so we could go past Atlas if we wanted to. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how we would really realistically do that.
The Atlas seems like it'd be hard in this.
Yeah.
He's a very important part of this myth.
He is a very important part, unless there's literally just an Atlas statue.
I don't think there is.
There might be. A lot of stuff has.
There could be like a big globe that we could do something.
Well, there's a lot of stuff has like a dude holding a globe on his shoulders. Try searching Atlas. They might literally just have Atlas.
No globe. No.
Yeah. All right.
You know what there is? We could do something abstract with like a giant sphere. That's not that giant. That's as big a sphere as we can get. Unfortunately. Yeah. return to building. There we go.
Cool. All right. So,
we should. Is that too much of a hill?
I think that's a little too much of a hill.
Okay, let's stop with the hill then.
All right.
What kind of features do you want on this track? Because we got parts to put in.
Yeah. So Hercules did travel a bunch right at the beginning of it, where he was just literally kind of just like, oh, fuck it, I guess I'll just wander around until I find it. He found the old sea god Nereus, who just turned into a bunch of different animals trying to escape. He got in a fist fight with several sons of different gods.
It's a lot of people.
He's run into already, like very early on in the thing. He's run into a son of Ares and 2 sons of Poseidon, all of which have tried to kill him.
Okay. So we could do maybe some fire stuff. There's pyrotechnics.
Okay,
yeah.
A lot of pyrotechnics.
A little fire stuff, a little water stuff.
Definitely some I guess aquatechnics.
I guess aqua would be the right term.
But what is the? Because pyro's Latin, right?
I have no idea what it'd be. You could try to figure it out if you want.
Alright, hold on. So hold on. Let's just. I'm curious about this now. I want to see what the source of pyrotechnics is. Like. Pyrotechnics etymology, right?
Yeah, that would be the right term.
So. Apparently, pyro is just English. Like, we just invented that word. According to this thing that I've found here.
Whoops.
Early 19th century from pyro, meaning fire or related to fire. Chemistry. And it comes originally from the Greek per, P-U-R, which meant fire. So, it's Greek. So pyrotechnics is Greek. So what is the Greek for water? I don't know. I'm
You're putting a lot of...
Yeah, I'm putting too much effort into figuring out what this would be.
Hydrotechnics?
Yeah, hydrotechnics would probably be it.
Meanwhile, here, I don't know if this is going to work or not. This is also kind of a long roller coaster as it is. Too much turning. Go right past this tree. There we go.
All right.
And then should I just bring it in for a close?
Yeah, bring it in for a close. Okay.
Okay, now we're going to test it. See if this actually works.
All right.
It probably won't. Where's the test button? Test track. Start test. Oh, I probably should have made this longer. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, what does making that longer do?
We can have more trains.
Okay. So that more people can get on it at once.
Mm-hmm. Also, probably actually autocomplete better now. Yeah.
There we go. All right, cool. So,
Here's all the crash test dummies. We got
okay.
Some teenager over here.
I can't tell if he's wearing a wig or
No,
that's just the hat.
That's dyed hair.
Okay, yeah.
You can even see like he needs to re-dye it. He's got his.
Uh-huh.
Look at this really big hill.
Yeah.
It's inconsistently steep, but. Huh? Okay, that didn't work.
I think we need to add some more. You can change the type of track, right?
Yeah. Add more chain lift, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try. The problem is it went up rather than. So we want this to. Huh. It's still trying to go up more than it should, right? Because. Oh, there we go. That has to be chain lift too, right?
Yeah, I think that should do it.
Nope.
Well, just.
Oh, put that piece in then autocomplete.
Yeah.
I'll make it shorter, and we want to rotate it down.
Yeah.
Now we. There we go. That
so yeah, what we're doing right now, Alan, is we've decided that we're making the Parkenon for our
Parkenon.
I'm gonna keep milking that. It's my favorite joke that I've made today. I don't make a lot of great jokes. This was one of them.
This is the 6th labor of Hercules or something like that, right?
I think it's like the 11th.
It's the 11th labor.
Yeah.
This is the 11th labor. This is the name of the roller
apples
coaster?
the Hesperides.
How do you rename it? There's gotta be a way to rename it.
There's absolutely a way to rename it.
I see the name right here, but I don't see the.
Again?
That also didn't work.
Okay.
These are all chain lift. Yes. Apparently, this is a great roller coaster.
Apparently they like it a lot.
Let's watch it this time and see what actually happens. Because it should just go, right?
It should take them up to there.
Raising or lowering that isn't going to matter. Okay. I'm sorry, I blew up the thing. Is there a way? There's a way to this. Yes, let's speed up time a little bit. So we don't have to sit here and wait for it to climb this chain lift. It's going. And it just falls backwards.
It's possible that the chain lift cuts out once the first cart gets off.
I guess it does.
So make that chain lift as well, I guess.
Oops. I want to. There we go. Like that.
I think that should do it.
Yeah, that should do it. Okay. Because now it's going to be over the hump by the time it cuts out, for sure.
Yeah.
And then we'll see if we can make it through all of this stuff, which you probably can't.
Probably not. There we go.
Then again, possibly you can.
Alright, we're actually doing pretty good.
Alright, chain lift again. We may not even need all that chain lift. Oh, I did the same thing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me remove this piece.
Alright, so the real question is, can we create a roller coaster that when people get onto it, it launches them into the people who are coming into the park?
Yeah, I mean, we could do that if you want to do that. You want to do that?
Just was curious about it.
Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this, and then from here tell it to stick it together.
Cool.
And then, you know what? You know what we need to do? Also, we're gonna do a nice little. We're gonna smooth the banking on this whole roller coaster. That'll really help it. Okay. So like the banking is
Yeah.
No, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Now let's see the test.
Apparently, this park is everything Alan has ever wanted. Do you have any other?
Alan is hugely into Greek myths.
I know. Is there any other?
Greek
mythology
Greek
that
myth.
you want us to build a roller coaster out of? Because we did the Apples of the Hesperides. I was thinking it might be fun to do possibly the myth of Icarus.
Icarus,
that could be a real good one.
Icarus just demands to be a roller coaster.
Like it already demands to be a roller coaster. That hard stop right there might be an issue. Just when they
for
hit
like
that.
nausea, like.
I'm just thinking
we also
of
don't care.
whiplash issues.
We don't care because we're playing on sandbox mode. Coolness is the only thing that matters. But we're gonna get a rating right now.
All right.
Ride is too scary. Your guests won't want to ride.
Your ride is
It's
too nauseating.
This is a terrible roller
Why
coaster.
is it so nauseating?
Okay,
What?
there should be a way to. Okay, so this is showing us excitement.
They
right
like
now.
that. They don't like that, apparently.
That's not exciting. Yeah. Of course, it's not very exciting at all. Let's look at fear. This is all too much. Everything is too much. Okay. What does Skynet say?
So first he says Icarus sounds good, especially for a tall roller coaster or a straight down drop like Supreme Scream. And then he says a fun mirror house called Narcissus Doom.
That's pretty good.
I like that. That's a real good one. That's a good. That's smart.
Okay, so I'm gonna make some things more gentle. Try to.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's go back to the. Let's check the nausea actually.
Yeah. So the nausea.
That was way
you
way
missed
up.
it. It was all everything was right.
Everything.
Everything.
Like literally. Okay.
Like literally.
Oh
everything.
boy.
So. Oh, that was too much.
All right. So.
Smoothing is a big way to speed is a thing that creates nausea, obviously, and smoothing is a big thing that reduces it.
All right, so Malthus, we're playing. We're currently playing
Planet Coaster.
Yeah, Planet Coaster. We've decided to build a Greek mythology themed theme park.
Why? Don't ask.
We're not quite sure why.
I think it was basically the first part I selected was a Greek column, and it went from there.
Yeah, it just we took off from there. But yeah, it started out with us doing just a Greek mythology. We were like, we should do Greek
Oh man,
park.
I can't. Okay.
And we're working on our first attraction, which is the 11th Labor of Hercules.
I think it's just called the 11th Labor, actually, as the name of the ride.
All right, cool. We'll just call it the 11th Labor.
Should have like a lake around it, right, or something like that.
Yeah, we should put a lake at least like somewhere in here.
But like this.
Yeah.
I need a bigger. That's what I need. Yeah.
All right.
Fill this with water. Here we go. That looks better already.
If you have archery's range, you can call it Apollo's holy range.
That's a little much. Don't you agree?
Should we have one that's horse themed, which is the Trojan horse?
Trojan horse. We could do a Trojan horse thing.
The Trojan stables, and it's just a bunch of wooden horses. No, it's a merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round.
We call the merry-go-round the Trojan stable.
Yeah, we could do that. We could definitely do that. We could put a merry-go-round wherever we want.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while to put enough rocks down here.
Yeah.
Maybe I just shouldn't. Okay, these rocks.
It will look good if we eventually do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for now we should focus on getting the coaster to a fun point.
I think the coaster looking cool around it will help also.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah. There is no entrance for Invincible 2.
Sorry.
The 11th labor. There we go.
Let's put an entrance. And let's place an exit. Let's just connect this to the front of the theme park.
Yeah.
Just so people will come into our park now.
Just so people will stop.
Yeah.
Something that goes around a fast circle called the Shield of Achilles. I'm loving all of these, Alan. They're all so good.
Okay, we should have some testing. Okay, yeah, so see our scenery. That's our queue scenery. Okay, well, I want to look at. Yeah, so we're too scary. We're way too scary. We're way too nauseating.
It's way up there as far as the scariness factor. So the ideal level for fear is 5, right?
Yeah.
You want to have your fear at 5.
So we're good here, and then it gets bad, and
it
then
gets
really
really
bad.
tight in there. So,
and as we're good here, and then
yeah.
okay, that's a bad section. That's a bad section. Interesting. This is a good section. I wonder if so
I think it's the hard turns is what it is.
So let's try to give them more.
There's too much G-force.
We actually can pull up the G-force. Yeah, okay, that's 8 Gs. That's 9 Gs. That's 7. That's lethal.
Yeah, that is people blacking out from the amount of Gs they are suffering.
I would say blacking out is a 10 on fear, probably.
Some people like that.
Blacking out?
Yeah, it's
like a guaranteed blackouts.
Yeah, it's that's why some people ride go on the plane rides, the stunt planes.
Is it?
Yeah, they like, this is super cool.
Okay, so I've smoothed it out, smoothed the banking, smoothing it out because I made it all lumpy.
Yeah.
That should reduce the G's here. Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to fix that. I guess I could make.
You can put
the 6.
I got that slow down.
I reduced it down to 2. I reduced it to 2 G's, which is pretty good.
That is pretty good. So
we can do it even more if we want.
Try lowering the height of that. If they've got less speed when they're coming down,
that will help.
That'll help quite a bit.
We also raise this a bit. This is a little lumpy over here.
Yeah.
What is the problem? I guess we could also just take this out and reconnect it. You know, I kind of want to try it with no chain lift, see how it does.
Might be a good idea. Because with no chain lift, it should actually be able to make it up and around that. And that should stop that 7 Gs of them lurching to a halt. All of Malthus says you can put a beer vendor and it would be the Temple of Dionysus.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that doesn't technically have to be wine, but he's the god of parties.
He's the god of
quite literally, like actually the god of parties.
Let's see if it gets over this hump. It does. And
It's still 756 right there for some reason.
That's probably because we're changing direction so dramatically.
Yeah, it's the turn and then going up.
Mm-hmm. So if we smooth, it should help. We can also reduce this a bit.
Oh, that smoothing it out helped that a ton.
Helped that a ton.
We're still
much. We're still at 5, but I think that's okay. I think it's acceptable level of G's. So probably not really, but
I mean,
this
0
needs
G's.
more help.
0 G's is ideal.
This needs help.
That definitely needs help. That is very sharp.
Oh, that's a helix upright. Okay. That's what we should do. We should make it bigger. Come on. Actually, continue going the right. There we go. And like this piece needs. That was 15.
It's 15 right there because they whip another direction. So if we can pull that bit out a little bit, like just right there, no, that's gonna make it worse. Because it's that corner right there where it gets to that crazy amount of G's. So try pulling that so it goes in and it comes straighter into that.
We're gonna. Whoops! I did not mean to do that.
That removes the crazy amounts of G's.
There. Let's try that. That's less. That's way less.
That's down to -5.
Well, that's worse right here. It's not showing us the bad number for some reason. Smooth this out a little bit. What does Malthus do? Oh, beer vendor.
Yeah, the beer vendor. The god of Dionysus.
A lot of banking helps.
Yeah.
See, look at this.
Okay.
That's 4, 5.
It's getting better.
It's getting better. We're even lower here. Do we make it through? Yes, we make it through. This is another problem section. So now we're like, our excitement is
our excitement
positive.
is going up. Our fear is going
down
our
excitement
a little
right now.
bit. Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of bad, but that's good. That's good. That's good. This is kind of. What is this?
It's
too
dull.
exciting? It's dull.
It's not. So we want excitement to be as high as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Going up, very dull. Going down that, good. Coming into that turn, it's, I guess, too scary. Same for the other areas.
I wonder what the problem here is.
Problem there is there's nothing there. It's like a straight track, right?
No, it might be too scary here.
Well, it's also there where it's down.
Okay, what is our speed? That's a good question. There's got to be a way to see
speed.
Is it too slow here? Come on. Oh, I don't want live data on previous run data. Okay.
It's not too
60,
slow.
50, 50. Yeah, it's not too slow. Maybe
I think it's that there's just nothing there.
Okay.
We got to put in some more stuff around it.
Make it a tunnel going underground? That's not a bad idea. That way we can make this deeper and more exciting by just going into a tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So turn off all this data. Where do we want? We want the tunnel to come down. Okay, so we could change this section.
I think that section's fine though. Like that actually is.
No, it's nauseous. It's
it is? Okay.
Look, there's
all right, yeah.
Right around nausea.
Most of our track is bright red nausea.
For some
reason, right there near the end is bright red nausea.
Coming out of here?
Yeah.
Well, here it's because there's like it hurts you, like real bad, and I can fix that.
Okay.
But I'm not sure why that's nausea so much. That's exciting, at least. I don't know. This is not exciting.
I guess it's probably we need to rotate the track a little bit so it's not as hard of a.
Oh, like add banking, you mean?
Yeah, make it bank.
Okay, where should we bank? Nope, that's not banking. This is banking. We're pretty banked right here.
Yeah.
Let's come in this part. Here, let me just. Oops. No. I want to select that side and move. Okay. Now we can go. Should we go down? How should we go into this tunnel? Like
a extremely tight corkscrew.
No, you could make it auto tunnel. That's what we need. We can. That's gonna kill everyone. They're gonna hate that.
All right.
Autocomplete failed. Okay. I wonder if it'll complete that. Do you think it'll complete that?
Let's give it a shot.
You know what we should do also?
What? Oh, okay.
Look, we're even sitting in the chair.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I can kind of see the problem here.
Yeah.
We're also going on at super speed. So we went through.
A lot of the turns don't have a ton of banking in them.
It doesn't. It looks like they don't.
From what I saw.
Here, we'll wait till it gets to the top, and then we'll jump in.
All right.
Okay.
So we come down. That could use a little more banking right there.
Yeah.
Because it is facing outwards. That's okay, I think.
Seems like
it could still use a little bit more.
That's randomly banked for no reason. That's some decent banking.
That might be a little too much.
Too much banking?
Underground is too short.
Okay, that needs some smoothing.
Yeah, that whole section definitely needs some smoothing. That is banked outwards.
Should be banked inwards,
bank that
right?
Inward. That might be the big issue with.
Yeah, that could be the big issue there.
So yeah, I think a lot of our issues are from banking.
Okay.
Is having stuff banked completely the wrong way.
Like this. We need to bank that way. Can I select multiple parts and change the banking?
Oh dear.
Well, look, I have to go
yeah,
back.
no. I just like it's such a sharp. Just like you're going, and there's all of a sudden the cart just whips around and breaks your neck.
Okay, where do we start the banking here? Like, should this piece be not banked at all, like it is right now?
That should be flat. Yeah.
Okay, and then this one.
It should start to bank as you come down and into the turn. So it should be starting to bank right about there, but not quite that abruptly.
That might be too banked, actually.
Yeah. Oh no, we're going upside down.
We can't actually invert. This is non-inverted. There we go. 45. This seems all right here.
That is going to be an issue as it just flips off. That's also probably part of why there's such G's right there.
Probably.
Is that it's like we're not trying to adjust to have it be going down. It's just like, oh, you are being thrown to the side of your cart.
There we go. That looks a lot better. And then I'm going to smooth out the banking a little bit here.
Just smooth out everything.
Give it a little smooth action. Smooth banking. Smooth all. And let's
try that one more time.
Should we write it again?
Yeah, let's try writing it because we'll be able to see how it looks.
Okay. Here we're at the top of the hill.
Here we go.
We can also do like the cinematic cam or the interest.
Cool.
Oh, we need to do this part too.
Yeah, because this. So yeah, we definitely need to polish this up.
Banking is such a huge thing in roller coasters.
Yeah. Okay, and that's a little bumpy. We need to smooth that out. Yeah. This definitely needs some banking work, but come in here. This should be a lot smoother this time. As we come down, yeah, that already feels better.
Feels like not death.
Yeah, not quite death.
Okay.
Oh, nice. You can actually see the live data. So yeah, that cut down on the nausea on that section by quite a bit.
This is deeply nauseous here.
Apparently, for some reason, I don't know why.
We made the ride way worse.
We have made the ride. Well, we didn't make it way worse.
No, we did. That was a higher number.
The entertainment is down.
This is excitement. This is dreadfully boring for some reason. Maybe it's just too nauseous. Let's look at some G forces. Okay, our G's are down way down here. Okay, that needs to be fixed. I wonder if it's just like this happens to everyone, and then we go through this nice section. Everyone's like, "Oh God, I've like I've ruptured my lungs are outside my body. I've thrown up
liquid now."
Let's look at some vertical G's. Maybe that could be a problem too.
Malthus says underground was too short.
Underground's too short. Okay.
In their opinion, I wonder if you can make it go through a waterfall.
Huh. I'm not even sure if we can build a waterfall. I would love to build a waterfall.
That would be cool.
So we can do like... Okay, that's way too small. We can do fountainy things, obviously.
Cool.
And we could... actually, we could like put these upside down. Like put some mist and some...
Put like a couple dozen of the water ones.
Smoke. It's very slow steam. It's a very small jet of water. Huh. Ah, that's what... No, that's a splash. Okay, that's not quite the right thing. Here, if we wait a second, it'll play again. Yeah. These are all splashes. Ah, that's much more waterfall-y.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind? Okay, so if we were to put a waterfall, how does the roller coaster interact with it? Like, where does it go? Does it go here?
I think it probably goes right there, and
okay.
you shoot underneath it to underground.
So should we perhaps like build up a little bit?
Yeah, probably.
That's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
And then we're going to need a little lake. That was completely an accident, too.
No, yeah, alright. We should really try to fix that banking. Now that I'm looking at it.
Oh, here?
As we come down and then just stay on the outside of it.
Look, this is more important.
We gotta get that aesthetic.
The aesthetic's more important. We can just make all of this an underground section. Okay, I hope it'll let me actually put water here now. I might have to change a few more things. Okay, let's grab the water. Well, that's not quite what I wanted. We're gonna build I'm gonna build a perimeter, try to make the water, force the water.
The issue is you've got a hole right there that leads right into the track.
Oh right, the track can't go underwater, yeah. So we gotta build. Well, I mean water floats, weirdly.
Apparently.
Put water in this now? What does Skynet say?
I want this park to exist IRL.
I don't think the fan base is there. I'm sorry.
He'd buy a year pass to it in a heartbeat. Even if this was the only ride and this park was as bad as it is right now.
This park is bad, real bad.
This park is one ride that will definitely make you throw up and may kill you.
You might just pass out. You might just pass out.
All right. Let me just real quick. How many
don't you want
G's can a human survive?
You don't want to look up that number. That number is...
All right. Okay, so the maximum... Okay.
What does Skynet say here?
The one ride makes me happy. It's Greek myth themed. It's all that matters. So it looks like how many G's can the body withstand? There are isolated incidents of humans surviving abnormally high G-forces, most notably the Air Force officer John Stapp, who demonstrated that a human can withstand 46.2 Gs. The experiment was only for a few seconds, but for an instant, his body had weighed over 7,700 pounds, according to Nova.
See, look, and we're complaining about things like.
Okay.
These people are whiners.
Hold on. The maximum permitted G-force in a Red Bull Air Race plane is 10 Gs.
Yeah, so like it's fine. 10 Gs. We're not doing 10. We got rid of the 10s.
Some of them. We still have like 9.9 in a couple of areas.
That's waterfall-y for sure, right?
Yeah, that's definitely waterfall-y.
It's a big rock.
It's a small rock.
It's a relatively large rock, actually. Still reading about G-forces?
I am. I have a beer part in the middle of the pond. All right. Human tolerance.
Sure. We can do that. It might be hard to get here because we're like in the middle of the theme park right now.
Hold on. A typical person can handle about 5 Gs, meaning some people might pass out while riding a high G roller coaster, which in some cases exceed this point, before losing consciousness. But through a combination of special G suits and efforts to strain muscles, both of which act to force blood back into the brain, modern pilots can typically handle 9 Gs. So we should not be going over 5 Gs. We had 10 Gs.
We have
pilots
9.5.
Do not go above 9 Gs.
This is the Hercules. This is a Hercules roller coaster. This is for Hercules.
Only Hercules. Only person who can handle it. Yeah, people surviving more than like 9 Gs is like when somebody crashes into something. At least did not say ducks are an issue. Riders.
Oh, maybe we might be able to put ducks. There might be ducks.
Oh man, no, he's saying BB guns to the riders and shoot at ducks. Give ourselves a.
There's no duck. That sucks.
John Stapp in a series of rocket sled deceleration experiments, culminating in a late 1954 test, constructed in a little over a second from land speed of Mach 0.9, survived a peak eyeballs out acceleration of 46.2 times the acceleration of gravity, and more than 25 Gs for a full second and a half, proving the human body is capable of this. Stapp lived another 45 years to the age of 86 or the age of 89 without any ill effects.
Is my waterfall too energetic?
Definitely not.
Okay, good. I could put even more water if we wanted to.
We do need to adjust the rotation on that cart, and we should probably actually push that back because it's going to be turning that way.
Okay, so let's go back to this.
Let's
keep coming. Keep the theming suggestions coming because putting a waterfall here was a great idea.
Yeah. I like this part. This is a good part.
Okay, so how do I get back to editing? Oh, it's right here. Right. Yes. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So this needs to bank which way?
We need to pull it out. I believe they come around that side.
Do you want to pull it out this way?
Pull it out that way and turn the bank so it's going in.
I need to do one thing first. Turn off auto tumble temporarily. Okay. Turn the bank all the way around. You're saying like that?
We should have that corner bank.
We can pull this whole corner out.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Just because it needs to have a little bit easier of a turn.
Put some bank on that one. Start some banking here. This is still banked the wrong way. Still banked the wrong way. Although this one should probably be pretty straight. Because we're going to want some banking that way, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
This one wants the banking. And this is where the bump was, so we should just take this and smooth this.
We should just get the entire... We should, if we can, zoom out and just go from a top-down view, get the entire track and smooth it out.
I did that. We started with that. But we can do that more.
We've done a bunch of like messing with stuff so far, so we might as well.
It's good. It's a little problematic when you do that.
Yeah, because it lags a lot.
So another thing with all the banking we're doing here is we're going to make this thing faster, which is slightly a problem because it's going to make it even more terrifying. Let's go up here and put some bank on this. Want even more than that? Like 30 degrees of banking?
Yeah, because in my slightly limited experience of
it's not like I'm a roller coaster expert or anything either.
Well, so. No, I mean in my slightly limited experience of riding roller coasters, it would seem that most of the time they try to make it feel like the roller coaster you have downward force, even if they're jerking you around and whipping you around corners. And stuff, it always is supposed to be feeling like you're going, your moment, like the center of gravity should be below you, like you should be going down.
Right, yeah.
And down is where
that reduces all the G-forces.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't reduce all of the G-forces. If you go super fast, then you need to have riders send a waiver so they can't sue for injury.
We're on sandbox mode. We're immune to lawsuits.
Immune to lawsuits. We should definitely smooth out the banking right there.
Yeah.
It's a little wiggly.
Right there. This banking is kind of weird. That's all right. Here's where I fixed it.
Here's where we fixed it as well. This is still terrifying, or was it nauseating?
I think it was boring.
But we have a dragon.
There's
and
a dragon.
A witch.
And
How
a
is
witch.
that boring?
I don't know.
And a pretty looking tree.
Let's look at some data here.
All right, excitement. Very boring at the start.
Very boring. Very boring. It's kind of exciting over here. Well, like this is always going to be boring, and there's no way to make it not boring. But like we're good here.
We're good there.
We dip a little bit. The problem is excitement is also affected by nausea and things, I think.
Yeah.
So like we're still at 7, which I think is acceptable.
Yeah,
we had a roller coaster
at
at 7.
At least 7.
Like this is,
as long as everything is above
bad.
5, that's good. That is bad right there. We should add a jump.
If only we could. If only we could.
Just detach part of the track and have them land back on the other part of the track.
Let's check out some fear. Why is this terrible? Why is that a 9 and that a 7?
Why are we up to 14 around that bend right there?
Probably because the nausea is going to be insane here. Yeah, like nausea here is 10, 12, 13, still 8.
For some reason, 15 nausea right there.
I think it's because we hit... No, that is the high point. Why is that the high point of nausea? Let's look at some G-force. Maybe it's because we're going so fast, it takes you a minute to... Okay, so look. We got negative 7 Gs, and then positive 7 Gs. Within the course of, 10 feet. So that might have something to do with it.
That might be an issue.
It could be an issue.
How does nausea work in Planet?
Let's see, we're also pulling at this point positive 4 Gs vertical. That was only horizontal G-forces.
Yeah.
And then forward G-forces, not a problem. Our forward G-forces are great.
Yeah.
So it's more...
How do I reduce fear and nausea? Make it go up high and twist for about 3 turns. A cyclone over the water. Excitement, fear, nausea, how do they work? Let's just take a look at this Reddit post. I've been experimenting with some coaster building. I'm trying to figure out the different coaster types, but I've noticed that my coasters have excessively high fear and nausea levels. Went and looked in more detail upon expecting it. Appears that pretty much every coaster, every corner I build spikes the 2 meters up to their max, no matter how much banking I add to them. Watch out for lateral G and vertical G. If they're higher than 5, it's too extreme. 15 is definitely too extreme. We need to bring that down.
We don't have 15. It's just they pull -7 and then +7. That's all. It's not. It's only.
Look at the heat maps. If you already have banking but your fear is too high, increase the radius of your turns. Sequentially spam smooth on every section of the track. Also, the ratings are based on averages. Look at the low sections of fear and nausea. Long sections of low fear and nausea will lower those ratings.
Yeah.
Guests seem to find hills exciting while having green fear and nausea ratings.
The guests are boring in this game.
Yes.
Fundamentally.
They do not enjoy the fun roller coasters.
Mm-hmm. You know what I should do? If we raise this up, we'll bleed off some speed, and that might help.
Well, we're not having to worry about.
Well, because if we're going slower, we pull less G-forces fundamentally. So if we're going slower, we could lower that a little bit, also, because we're not really slowing down ever. What is happening? Oh, that's what's happening. Okay, good. So I only lower that a little bit. Now I'm going to raise this, I guess, also. What does Malthus say? Got some good advice for
that
us?
way, if they puke, it'll end up in the water. That would be a fear factor if you had a second ride crisscrossing it.
We could definitely do that. I don't think the guests really care.
All right, is there a splash zone that we can make, but the splash zone is for vomit from the ride? Like, everyone coming in is going to get showered.
We could do that, yeah.
Apparently, I would be a horrible, horrible park manager.
I think you would.
I'd just be like, yes, more terror.
You walk into the ride and you're puked on, and it's like
you walk into the park, get puked on, get onto a ride. The ride just launches you into the air and into the other guests entering the park. If you manage to dodge getting crushed by the rides, you get a free cotton candy.
Free cotton candy. That's a good deal. Okay.
A pony for everyone.
So I've changed. I've smoothed. I've changed. We need to do a test. Whenever it finishes updating the smooth button.
Yeah.
We need to stop smoothing the whole ride at the same time. It's really not working great.
So it's a little rough.
As you can see. There. Okay. Especially with auto tunnel on. So I got it down to 5. This is still 7, so that's awful.
All right.
Let's make that a much bigger curve. Pull that out. Pull this out. No?
You're running into the edge, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then I'm going to smooth this section because it needs it.
Can you do anything about that point with 6 down there? Because
that's old data. So let's start the test.
Okay.
Yes, 6 is too high. I agree. I know. It's down from 7.
It's down from the 11 that it was at when we were first doing this, which is off of the G-force chart.
What would you like to see? What would you like to see? Please tell us.
We are very intrigued.
Should we write it again?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Take a look at that live data.
We can't look at the live data and write at the same time, really.
Damn.
That's really wobbly.
We should smooth that section in particular out a little bit.
I think it might be the banking. It's making it super wobbly.
Yeah. It's probably the banking.
If we turn on cinematic cam. Still probably a bajillion G-forces in there.
Probably.
Should we just build like very simple roller coasters that go up and down? It may not make it to the end anymore.
No, we're fine.
Okay. You want to see some excitement?
Excitement's doing fine.
Excitement's...
So what's the current rating of our All right,
Fear
rating still too high. We've brought nausea down. We've brought fear down. We're bringing excitement up. We're working.
Let's look
on
at some fear. Where are our big fear sections? This section is big on fear. That section is big on fear. This section's big on fear. Let's look at some lateral G-forces.
So they don't like the turns. They do like the hills. Is what I've seemed to have noticed.
Only -5 and then to +7.
There's a is it a +2 or a negative? There's a -2 right before.
It's
-7.
-5 to -7.
Yeah.
It's a little extreme, perhaps.
I would not go to your park. That is fair. That is fair. This is not a park that I would go to either.
Besides blood and death.
Yeah, we're trying to not have blood and death. Alan would still go to it.
Okay, we need to get
Alan,
in here.
you might literally die if you went on this roller coaster from the amount of G-forces. If we did not properly this. First off, the coaster itself looks like you would. First off, you would absolutely have whiplash, like real bad whiplash.
I thought whiplash was from forward G's.
It's not necessarily forward G's, but it's just any sharp movement of your neck, basically.
Okay.
Can give you whiplash.
We're not gonna give anyone whiplash. We're just gonna kill
the
them.
Turn where we hit 7.86 G's.
It should be better now. If you want to like control this and see if you can fix it.
I don't know.
I can't smooth this. We might have to remove this lake temporarily.
Maybe.
I want to keep the lake.
I do like the lake. We seem to be missing a section of track.
We do. That's interesting. There we go.
Okay.
That's better.
Problem solved. Our nice water feature. 0 to 10, no trees. All right,
come on.
We gotta add some more trees apparently.
We do. Like you keep telling me to mess around making this roller coaster better, and I just want to like.
All right,
make cool stuff
decorate.
like that.
Decorate. Do some decorating. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. You want something?
I'm good.
Okay.
Oh no! Look at this game. It's decided to put a huge pillar in the middle of our waterfall. It's terrible.
That's no good. Maybe that's the issue right there, is that we keep running into that pillar.
Okay, I'm gonna just tweak the roller coaster until that goes away. Good, it's gone away. Okay. Call your sister for the garden lessons? I should, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I haven't done much scenery in this. We have a lot of rocks. I like my rocks. How do you feel about my rocks, Zuki? Or Zook? Let's see. Should we put some, like... That's a little big.
I am back.
Welcome back. And the question is, what kind of trees? I've got some of these out already. One of these.
That is a good question.
What's the question?
What do you think about running your space rocket on this coaster? What if we just put a rocket engine on the back of the coaster?
You wanted to build a coaster that launches, right?
I did suggest we should try building a coaster that just shoots the guests as far into the sky as we can.
If you want to, so we have to choose between this or building that, because I can go build that real quick, but
nah, let's finish on this one first.
No, I'm gonna build like it, because we have launch roller coasters. We have access to roller coasters that just launch. Kill that poor tree who falls soon. He's okay. Look at him. He's fine. Give him some bushes.
I've seen trees living on less. Like the olive branch that Odysseus clung to. On his
Good old
return
Odysseus.
journey.
That looks decent. I think we need some rocks. What does Zook say?
Yeah, say it to a person on the coaster when the tree hits him, like hits his face. Fair.
I wonder if that's ever happened, like trees falling on a roller coaster. Probably.
That has to have happened. Is like in the middle of a coaster, just something falls on a guest that is.
I mean, that could be
not at
extremely
all
bad.
Oh, it could be very bad.
No, it's the Icarus, Maltheus, because we have this weird Greek theme we've gone with.
Mm-hmm. And look at those rocks. One earthquake and just death.
They're like part of the hillside. They're not. It's fine.
All of this is plaster and connected.
Yeah, that's true. It's also there's like
none of this is real.
There's like cement in the middle of these rocks. It's all.
Have you ever been to a theme park? Not a single part of it is actual ground.
I need some smaller rocks. Actually, what I need to do is, yeah, that's what I need to do.
Disneyland is about 90% secret tunnels. True facts.
True facts. Well, okay. How do I place this now? Ah, okay. I'll get rid of that. And that one. Yeah, I removed the water. I can put it back. Oh yeah, and there should be water under the roller coaster too, right?
Probably. But the question is, does it go low enough that we'll be able to put it in a reasonable place?
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's water under there. You can't really see it now. A river for sticks. I mean, we call this the river Styx over here, where it got like the entrance way. There used to be a building here that disappeared by accident.
All right. My suggestion is that we make the Asphodel Meadows, which is just a giant, never-ending roller coaster that when you get off, the only option is to get back on.
I want to build the Icarus real quick, though.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna build the Icarus. It should just be one of the ones that just shoots you into the air and then drops you back down.
We need a. Okay. Which launch one? So we're going to launch one, obviously. Winged launcher. That's probably the right one. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a bad roller coaster. Nope. I want station. There we
I call your coaster Valor Morgullis.
go. Okay. Then we just want like to go straight up.
Just straight up.
So we could go further than they can actually go, so they'll live. Or we could let them fly. What do you think?
Is all of that the accelerate track?
No, this is okay.
Make it the track that makes them go as fast as possible. So it just goes straight up and launches them into the sky.
I'm pretty sure they just launched from this. This might. Okay, no, we do need that. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Should we test this now to see if this is what you want it to be?
Test it.
It's not very quick.
I am disappointed. Very disappointed.
This is supposed to launch harder than that. Okay, let's try this. Are you looking things up?
How to make a coaster cannon in Planet Coaster.
You have the best Google search.
It's a weird amalgam of Greek mythology, Star Wars questions, and just like odd stuff that probably should not be asked.
Okay.
Normally I wouldn't have added Planet Coaster. It would have just been how to make a coaster cannon.
Let's try this one.
Alright.
So we got the boost track, which doesn't seem very boosty to me. Yeah, okay. Are there options for the boost track?
They're stuck.
They're stuck forever.
No, that's the Fields of Asphodel.
I guess we just need maybe more boost track. Let's try that. A boost thing where you get
boosts
stuck
you
on
up, and then you just go back down, and then it boosts you up again.
Or they're going at a decent speed. Some people survive.
A few did.
They bounced.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so this is kind of disappointingly boosty.
Yeah, like.
Okay, let's try. Maybe we need a different model. Maybe that's the problem. This is a bad.
Ask Zeus to zap the tracks for a faster launch.
Let's try
hydraulic launch. That sounds. Sounds good.
This sounds good. Let's try the hydraulic launch. See if we can get it launched.
So how's the non-sandbox mode on this?
Me and Chris played it on stream once. You want to check out those VODs? We built a theme park pretty much like this. It was just a lot more boring because instead of building a huge roller coaster and then immediately building another roller coaster, we had to like sit around and wait.
Save up money.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see if that works.
I will be right back.
Cool. Wait, no, that didn't work at all. Oh, it did work. Okay. This is... There it goes. We're trying to make them go to space, but it's not working. They're not going to space properly. Aha! That's what we want. I've discovered the option we needed. Yes. Yes. Game of Thrones this week. Yes! To space! They've gone to space. Okay. I quickly need to look at the other rides real quick. Now that I know how to do them. I figured it out.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright.
I'm seeing which is the fastest. Okay, so that one's worse.
Okay.
So look, they go to space.
They go to space?
They go to space. They fly too high.
They go to space.
That's what you wanted, right? This is all you wanted.
Yes, this is what I wanted. I am happy.
This one might...
Game of Thrones this week, guys.
Nope, okay. This is the one that launches itself the fastest. We could make this into a legitimate coaster also if we wanted to, but currently we go to space instead.
Wait, I think for the Icarus, it should start out with some, like, it should go up a decent height, go a couple of low swoops, and then one big fall at the beginning, at the very end, towards the end of it. Because
you're saying not kill them?
Not kill them.
Not kill them.
Not kill them. I mean, we could, but I think that people would start giving our parks bad reviews.
No, they wouldn't.
Then again, anyone stupid enough to get on a coaster that very clearly just launches people into the air and has a history of killing people, it's like, hey, please visit our complaint office. Just get on this tram. Shoot.
We can build trams also. We can do that.
Just set it up like, oh yeah, this is our complaint box. This is just a trash can. Yes, this is our coaster to the complaint office. This is also just a very, very sharp death.
I'm sure they'll love this.
They fell off.
I need that part.
They fell off.
I'm curious what the vertical G's are actually like here.
I think you literally made it too steep of an incline and they fell off.
Okay, that's bad. That's real bad right there. We need to change that.
Well, look at the. I think that they just come off the track right there near the bottom.
They lift off, you mean?
I think the track is so steep at such a steep angle right there that they just disconnect from it and just it's splat on the ground.
Let's see. They're going. No,
Okay,
they're fine.
No,
they're fine.
Never mind.
Except for the part where it's like, yeah, like except for that part.
Except for where it is 11 Gs, which is more than most fighter pilots deal with. Whee! Crash.
Okay, actually, let's just get rid of this whole thing. Let's start over. Because you can't go that. Apparently, you can't go that quick, that high, that quick.
Not quite able to go that steep.
I think that's good.
Yeah, that should be a lot.
You know what would be
better.
cool is we went like, if we bank over, and then come. Oh, that's
So basically go up, bank, and then just come around and go down again.
yeah. If this works.
They just make it over that. I like that.
They hate that though. The
Do they really hate
the game
that? The
really
game doesn't
dislikes
like
that.
I love that in roller coasters when you get it. I mean, that might just be because I'm like a physics and architecture nerd to a certain extent, and so I love it when they've designed it perfectly so that the literal just momentum of the coaster is enough to like carry it up a hill to the point where it almost slows, but then just goes down and you start going real fast again. Look at the enjoyment, the excitement. Really,
because they slow down. That's the excitement cares about slowing down.
Lame.
So I'm gonna. You know
What
what I'm
about
gonna
nausea?
do? Nausea.
How do they feel about nausea right there?
It's
Actually not that bad. It is the lowest I think I've ever seen nausea on this ride.
You mean on a ride?
On any of these
Okay,
rides.
that was apparently too steep there, but
Apparently, it's extremely nauseating right at the end. Maybe because they see their imminent death as they fly
no, I
off
think
the end
it's
of
just
it.
this gets a little steep.
Also, it's still banked.
Oh, it is still banked.
It's still very heavily banked. So they're like, oh god, why are we at this angle?
We want that to be like 0 degrees here.
Zuck says, put rocks at the end.
I think we decided not to kill them. I think we have. I'm sorry, everyone who wants to kill them, but or we just send them like right into the
right into the
entrance
all right.
of the
Send
park.
them right into the people who are waiting to come in.
Why are we still banked? I thought I unbanked it.
I don't know.
I need to unbank all of this now. That's some nausea. They're going too fast at this point, I guess.
They're going a little too fast, and the banking is so hard.
What I really want to do
Can you put a slow section?
Oh yeah, I can put brakes.
We should put some of those on the other one, so it's not going quite so fast.
I don't know if that one gets brakes though.
That might be an issue, yeah. Not actually having brakes. Okay, so the only thing that pops up when I search the cannon thing is a wall-mounted pirate cannon.
Well, that's a completely different.
Which is not what I want to know about. I want to be able to shoot people far into the air.
Well, that's what we're doing.
We're doing that.
We don't need much.
I want to be able to shoot people at a pirate ship.
Okay, what's the problem here? You need to fix yourself. That one won't fix itself? Okay. See how that's all wonky? Why won't it smooth itself?
I don't know.
It just won't smooth.
Track exceeds limits. I wonder what that means.
It means the track has exceeded its limits.
Okay, but what limits and how?
What limits and how?
Those are important questions. Poor potato people.
Don't be potato people.
They will die anyway. They're so dead.
Which potato people?
The trash chest dummies.
Oh. Now will you smooth yourself? No, come on. Just want some smoothing, just a little bit. They will hate all roller coasters I build. You should finish.
I
This
should
roller coaster.
finish the roller coaster.
I'm gonna get some snacks.
All right.
You should finish this roller
Sounds
coaster.
like a plan. I will finish this roller coaster. Time for me to figure out these controls.
They're pretty easy.
Yeah. All right. Let's give this a shot. All right. How many people can we kill by the time that gets done? All right. There's that. It's the rotate stuff. Controls. Camera controls. What are they?
Was and
Okay. All right. I got it.
yeah. You might want to just rebuild it from scratch, honestly. If you want to make that steeper, the thing you have to do is rebuild it from scratch, unfortunately.
No. I don't. I am good with this.
Well, you're going to make a more unpleasant roller coaster? Is that the objective here?
Yes.
Okay.
They will love it.
Does anyone love that? Like, that's insanely awful. That's horrible.
Hold on.
You need to, okay. You need to. You're trying to build a new piece? Click on it. Actually, click a state if you want to build a new piece there. I'm gonna click on it. There you go. If you want to just autocomplete, it might actually do that.
No. I'm not going to autocomplete.
Okay. You have to click, and then you'll get the piece. I'm just looking at the nausea ratings over there. They're pretty high. What are you trying to do?
Let's see. Hold on. need to adjust the track a little bit more. Let's just...
Are you trying to complete it manually?
No.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to shoot the cart at the
okay.
the attendant.
The attendant? Oh, that's. I think that's about the right angle.
That should.
You might have to lower it one more pip, but
I think we got
you
this.
You have to click to place that piece. Right. Now just hit escape. It might.
Attendant man.
It might miss him.
Well, it hit the track itself.
It did.
Let's just go ahead and make this a little bit faster.
You might want to turn off the data, just so you can see the explosion properly. You're missing him completely.
An attempt was made.
Here, just click on this. Click on the last piece, and then take the drag. No.
What?
No. Right click. Right click. Right click. Right click.
There we go.
Take that one and just. That's too much, though. That's making the piece longer or shorter.
Yeah.
Which might actually help. That piece doesn't exist, also.
There we go. Let's try that.
The roller coasters run off the blood of their riders.
No, wait, that's, I think, totally the wrong.
It might
Monthly
hit
profit.
The park isn't open.
Negative $12.50.
No one can ride the other roller coaster.
All right. Let's see. Here we come. Here we go. Here we go. And hey, almost.
You didn't show it though.
Almost. Wait.
I think it hit him.
I think it came close.
Maybe it's designed so you can't actually hit. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting on either side of him. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and
delete that.
Yeah.
Okay. So click on the station. Click on the station.
On the station.
Actually, it doesn't matter. Click escape. Hit escape. And again. And again. And again. And not too many times. Now click on it. Now see or this button.
There we go. Okay, the actual delete button, not the key. All right, so let's see.
You can build whatever you want. You can build attractions.
Coasters.
You can build a house. You can build. I still have launch typed in. Just hit this.
There we go. Family X dimension. What is that? Giga.
See, these are different kinds. There's a lot of different kinds.
Okay.
Of roller coaster. You can also build like a wooden roller coaster. These are all steel roller coasters. There's track rides, which have like the water rides, I believe.
Okay. Hybrid coasters.
So hybrid is wood and steel. Track rides are down here. If you want to build something else, see, you want custom probably. That's lets you build your own. Top left. The menu.
Top left of the menu. Yeah.
So we got like
go-karts.
Oh, there's go-karts. Those were in the game when I last played it. There's a log
River
flume.
Rapids.
Yeah, River Rapids.
Cool.
Monorail.
Powered rides.
Sled ride.
Water rides. All right, now let's go back. I'm gonna. We'll see if we can do just a simple coaster that someone will actually want to ride.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm not confident. Not confident. Other.
Suspended.
The Steel Hydra.
That seems kind of cool. Do you want just like a basic one though? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I'll just go to. Here we go.
A baby roller coaster for babies. You probably want just like. Go back.
Go
to all.
Attraction are we making now?
Oh, we haven't.
We need to
What
figure out
is the most
make.
boring Greek myth? Just go like the boomerang up there. The first option.
Okay, yeah.
Or the second option.
Let's see. What's a Alan? What's a good Greek myth?
You know what's a good like the golden apples? How about that
one? The one with the race?
Yeah, the race.
That's so boring though.
Okay.
How would we theme that?
I don't know.
We don't have golden apples.
Echo?
That's a
Echo and
a lot of these are
Narcissus
such
and-
like personal myths that it's hard to
King
make a big
Midas?
one. Is there a bunch of gold stuff?
I don't know, not really.
Let's make something. Oh no, I know what we're gonna do.
What are we gonna do?
Track rides, river rapids.
River Styx?
We're gonna make the river Styx.
We're gonna make the
Alright.
River Styx.
So we need to, I think, probably not scenery. Where is?
What are you looking for?
How do I raise the ground?
So you're right on what? Terrain on the right.
Terrain. Okay, cool. Sculpting.
I wonder how what happened if we played City Skylines? Because all your coasters are
Oh
doomed.
boy.
I'm decent at City Skylines. I've built a city or two that wasn't the worst.
I am not a man you would want to put in charge of a city.
You don't want to be in charge of a city?
No, I would love to be in charge of a city. I'm saying that the people in the city would not want me to be in charge of the city.
We could do City Skylines some Tuesday. There's no reason we can't.
I am down for that. Ha.
That's the edge of the park.
I know. It's so flat. Let's just smooth that a little bit so it's not quite so ugly looking. I may want to move that slightly, but for now.
I wanted to build something beautiful, but I have failed.
Yeah, building stuff is a little rough. All right, so this entire thing is going to be underground.
Should be underground.
Yes, it's going to be an underground, like inside this mountain.
Oh, okay.
A water slide, water attraction. Yeah, because the river Styx is underground. This is traveling through the underworld.
Right. Yeah.
So
I've stolen all your snacks.
It's okay. All right, let's just do that. Okay. Now let's go back to track rides. Grab this thing. Edit track. Auto tunnel. Let's go ahead and turn that on.
Don't you just want to go down?
I want to go up.
Oh, you want to go up? Okay.
Yeah, if I can.
You need to make sure you're using the right. Oh, you're not going to
Yeah, hold on, wait.
Yours is there,
so this is gonna be really hard to do this all underground. I may have to retract my idea of doing it all underground.
You could build the mountain later.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. That'll be easier to deal with. We'll just figure out how I'm gonna do paths.
You want to just click on your roller coaster again.
Yeah, you're right. That is the option.
And then build is the middle right there.
Edit. Okay. Let's see.
You want a lift hill? It's
Yeah.
important if you're going to lift.
There's still end. Okay. So
You can make your piece longer also. Yeah, so you have to use less pieces.
smart.
I see you're building a new roller coaster type thing. I don't like it. Hashtag reference to something. Okay. This is a roller coaster based on the River Styx. You're kind of at the edge of the map here.
Yeah, I need to.
I think you might be able to pick up your roller coaster and move it, but I'm not sure.
We got this. That is very close to the edge of the map. Let's just. Hold on.
You had the whole roller coaster selected. You can just move it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hit escape. 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 That one right here. There you go.
Cool. All right. Let's. Huh.
What?
Just the awkward.
The awkward
tunnel
auto
through the
tunnel.
mountain. Let's just.
speed up a little
tunnel
bit.
as we need. Let's just, there we go. Let's,
edit. That's right up there.
okay.
You were eating some fries and you almost ate a straw wrapper? That's unpleasant. That's very unpleasant.
Okay.
You might want to tilt down too. Or not. It's up to you.
Can I, there we go. Let's bring that out there. Okay.
I've not really eaten a straw wrapper before. I've definitely been into tinfoil a whole bunch of times, and it's deeply unpleasant.
Okay.
Have you ever bitten into tinfoil?
I have. Unpleasant tooth memories.
Make the water ride thing have a 90-degree drop. This roller coaster doesn't really support that.
Because it's sure.
Pretty sure.
Okay, yeah, it only lets me go down to negative 20 degrees.
Yeah,
I tried.
We were building one with a 90-degree drop, but
we had one. That one almost has a 90-degree
no,
drop.
it doesn't. Not when does it have a 90-degree drop?
In a couple of areas.
I'm shooting my beautiful roller coaster.
It's really actually.
So, what is the defining aspect for the river Styx for you?
I don't know, the dead souls in it, the fact that it can wipe memories, and
well, the thing I'm asking here is how are you bringing that to this roller coaster you're building?
we're not. We're just calling it the River Styx.
We're not even gonna try. Okay, sure.
We're doing the theme park thing.
We're doing the theme park. I didn't want to do the theme park thing. I thought we were cooler than that. I thought we were better people.
What do you think we are? We're competent.
We're schmucks.
Like theme park owners? Nah, we're not competent theme park owners.
Does Planet Coaster have cool, like, what's it called? Steam workshop stuff?
It might. Planet Steam Workshop. Still worked.
It does have cool. Of course, the first thing that the most popular thing here is a what's it called? A Disneyland house. Wow, can you build stuff like this in this game? Look at that.
Oh, damn, probably.
We should get better at building cool things, man. Yeah, I think that's just default pieces. I think these are all just default pieces.
We really need to get better at building stuff.
Oh my god, look at this. Look at that.
Hot damn.
I probably took like weeks to build, but is it done already?
All right, and let's just add in a conveyor belt lift.
You just hit autocomplete now.
I don't know that it's going to work.
Oh, okay.
Because
no,
I am
never mind.
extremely underneath it. Mistakes may have been made.
See you, Zook. Thanks for tuning in. It's always good to see you.
Okay. It's rather okay. So it does have heights.
Yeah, it's always
that
good.
is where I started going underground. This is where I am at right now.
Uh-huh.
I need to go up quite a bit.
Yep.
Quite a bit.
You don't need you may not need that yet.
You can't slope up.
You
at
can't
all.
slope up.
You
at all?
cannot slope.
Okay.
It's a water slide. All of the water has to be going down.
Right. Water. This is fine. Just loop working around. Look, you got birds.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's go ahead. Nope. Want to keep that.
Now you want to end it? It's a big hill.
It's gonna be real boring.
Happens.
All right, and then let's just curve this as around as we can.
Did
get
you use
it.
any of the other sections?
Nope.
Ooh, we got a tip. What's
We
your,
got
what's
a
your tip?
Ooh.
It's incoming. Make it big. I think it's probably like for the splash zone at the bottom. I'm not sure though. Sure. Did you not actually have a tip? Was that a lie? Was that a complete and utter lie?
Okay, hold on, wait. Let's do that. Narrow it again. And let's try. What is the options here? Drop start. There we go.
You're making it tiny. You can make it much longer than that. There you go. Don't drop too much.
Yeah, no, wait, that's too much.
Okay, here the tip's coming. Steps to accidentally killing people with incompetent roller coasters. Ouija power, that's a little harsh. We can build good roller coasters. We could definitely build. You could just autocomplete from here.
Oh, I want to add some more stuff in.
Oh, you want to add some more? Okay.
What is that? Let's add a standard section with rapids.
Be all snaky. I'm really curious if this is actually going to make it all the way or not.
I really don't know.
That's wrong. You
Oh, yeah, I want that one. Let's real quick just
give some more excitement. You broke it.
I borked it. No.
That's fine. Just start it here.
Okay.
Going down and around at the corner at the same time is probably going to make everyone hate the ride anyway, so...
Okay, I can't hit autocomplete
because you're not
yet.
in the right. You're not in the right kind. So if you just go back to standard. If maybe you're too off. You might want a bigger station too. You're gonna have to switch to station. See, you see how here?
Yes, I see. Wait, which one of these?
I'm not sure. That one. That's the one. Just click. You have to click. Remember?
Oh yeah.
That's probably enough.
Okay.
Why is autocomplete grayed out? I feel like that should work. Make it go down one more. You have to go down. You're still way too high. Oh, you had it. If you mouse over the thing, you see you got this little snap right there? There. Bam.
Cool.
Test it.
All right. Start the test.
You want to ride it? It's going to be mostly in the dark, so...
True. Well, no, we've got a lot of dark section. Where's the...
I said mostly in the dark.
Where's the... Oh, there we go. Whee!
We're going to be on this hill for like 5 minutes. I hope you guys are prepared for this.
You guys ready? Oh, this hill is nothing compared to...
What the end?
Oh, what a... oh, Dan. What a cinematic view.
Oh, yes. Deeply cinematic. So compared to the last lift hill, how long is that one?
The other one is a lot longer because we go up higher than this.
Right.
From lower than that.
These rides are usually pretty flat in real life, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What happens in the dark stays in the dark. This is the exciting part.
How's the excitement?
Bad.
None. No excitement. Apparently this is boring. How's the fear?
It's fine. We're fine.
Also seems to be no fear.
A little bit.
Well, apparently this is terrifying.
I'm not sure why.
Yeah. Apparently that was just. It was slowing down.
Spiked a bit. What's the
nausea?
Nausea's fine.
Nausea's good. Speed.
Speed's low.
Slow.
Man, this ride sucks. Oh no, this is gonna. Okay, you have to escape us from this so we can speed through this because I don't want to sit here for
all right. Let's go ahead and just fast forward that a little bit as they make their way up
very slowly.
Very slowly.
Very
humongous
slowly.
section. All right. And then,
oh, the excitement's peaking. They're actually excited.
They're getting a lot of anticipation for it.
And then nothing happens.
And it levels out.
Maybe there's like, finally the sun again.
I don't know why the excitement peaked up to almost 10 right there.
I have no idea. That's crazy. And now it's down, way down.
It's so far down.
This is the most. This is like there's actually
also no excitement.
Now we're in the rapids. Are rapids exciting? No.
Apparently not. Probably because it's not actually going down at all right here. It's just floating along.
This time, make it a fast and tall roller coaster.
How's the nausea doing?
We're fine.
Apparently, that is the most nauseous part.
And that's why it's exciting.
Also the most fearful part.
How is that possible?
Excitement. Literally none. Oh, they actually got a little up there right there. So apparently that right there was exciting and that was exciting.
I'm really curious what the final rating series is going to be.
I am as well. This is going to be...
You built a bad roller coaster.
I did. I built a real bad roller coaster here, guys.
In a different way than I built a bad roller coaster.
Your bad roller coaster was breakneck speeds. Mine was just like, my god, this is so dull. All right. Nausea was good. Fear was low. Excitement was, I think above yours.
It is above mine.
Mostly because I kept the nausea low.
Because the fear is not
nothing.
My fear is at 18, I think.
All right. So how can we make this more interesting?
I have no idea. The whole underwater section is terrible. I mean, the whole underground section.
Yes. So my suggestion is going to be, we just.
Ouija Power does not like your roller coaster.
Let's real quick just get rid of the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's that whole underground.
All the holes still there. All the holes are still there.
Okay.
What's the plan?
Real quick.
Don't worry about that. Just like you. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
What are we doing?
I'm flattening the mountain.
Don't flatten the. We need interesting terrain features, and now you're getting rid of it.
Look at how interesting this is.
It's very interesting.
All right, cool. Flatten the surface. Interesting. I'm just looking at all of the cool stuff. All right, so let's go back to track rides. I do want to make a water slide ride.
A log flume?
Yeah, let's try the log flume.
That should at least like.
Let's see.
Go up and down more.
Yeah, that should be a little bit easier to do. Turn off auto tunnel.
It also doesn't have.
Immediately start with a drop.
Sure.
Let's hold on. How can I?
What are you trying to do here?
I want to raise the track station. Here we go.
Oh, you want to raise the station?
How do I raise the station?
You're gonna want to hit escape. Hit escape. Escape. Now you're gonna want the move right here. The move. Okay. And you're gonna want to hold shift. I guess all log flumes do. You have to walk up a tower for like 20 minutes to get to.
Yeah, you walk up a bunch of stairs.
Splash Mountain, but not really. Please don't sue us.
We'll call it Sploosh Hill.
Yeah.
That does sound nasty. How do we build like just regular stairs to get up here?
Don't worry, buddy.
Don't worry. Okay.
Well, we can do that.
We can get concerned with that. All right, now hold on. Wait. It's interesting because it goes up slightly and then immediately goes down.
I'm not sure if that'll work. It might work. We'll find out.
Alright, drop midsection.
Sploosh Summit? That's better. That's a lot better.
That's much better. It's got the alliteration, it's got all that stuff. So we start with a real little drop.
Real little drop, okay.
Yeah. Cool. Let's start with some curves in here.
Summit is a synonym for mountain, that's true. Is it no longer the River Styx?
No, this will still be the River Styx.
Okay.
It's just been rebranded to be a little bit more entertaining.
River Styx, aka Sploosh Summit.
River Styx 2.0. Auto tunnel. So we're gonna start
Tunneling.
We gotta have an underground section. It has to happen.
You may have messed up at the beginning here. It's possible. You may not need that drop start thing.
I like it.
Okay.
It'll be a little bit of excitement right off.
If they actually can get over the hump, that's all.
Okay, yeah, they may need some more momentum for that. So we go down like that.
Circling down deep.
Let's go that way. Start with a conveyor belt.
Good. I'm sure you can probably just. This one probably doesn't need a conveyor belt to go up, actually.
No? Alright, let's try going back and see if we can just go. No, 0 degrees is as up as it can go.
Skynet, you missed a terrible. The ride went away. I don't know if you even saw that ride. It was a bad one. It was a bad ride. I kind of just want to get back to trying to build pretty environmental stuff, but
yeah,
we're in roller coaster land, log flume land rather. Log flume land. Malcolm has discovered the secret to building exciting roller coasters.
Underground sections.
No, not what I was going to say. The secret to building exciting roller coasters is massive conveyor belts about halfway through. Massive.
Unbelievably big.
Like, you need to spend most of your time on the roller coaster on a conveyor belt, otherwise it's not fun.
Well, no, my plan is that I had the conveyor belt in the middle, so it's not the beginning or the end. So all they remember is the start and the end. They're like, man, the start was amazing and the end was awesome as well. What about the middle? Well, I sat for 15 minutes going up. All right, let's do that. End it.
What does it look like? What does Splash Mountain actually look like?
Splash Mountain map. That's what we're going to look up. We're going to want to curve back around that way. Start going down a little bit.
Okay, here's a diagram of Splash Mountain.
Actually, hold on.
You go flat for a long time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's not a very good. That's a vertical layout of Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain in this game we're playing. That's a really good Splash Mountain, actually. Look at that.
That is really good. God, why are people so much better at this game than me?
I don't know. Look, this person managed to curve the roofs somehow, too. That means you must be able to curve roofs. I want like a height diagram.
All right, are you ready for the ultimate thing that's going to happen?
Yeah.
Put a drop start.
Okay. And then we're gonna drill down into the earth again.
Drill down into the earth again. Very far.
Just to ensure we need another large conveyor belt.
Gotta make sure. We're gonna do a splashdown start. Because there's gonna be a splashdown underwater. Underground.
Underground splashdown.
We're gonna do a splashdown middle section, a splashdown end section. Back to the regular track, which is currently at -11.
It's gonna splash down and go deeper.
We're gonna then come right here. We're gonna go with a conveyor belt startup. Let me go ahead and just.
I guess Splash Mountain does have that conveyor belt about halfway through, right? Like the long one. It does. It does.
It does, but just
less of one.
A lot less of conveyor belt. No, we
need to keep conveying.
Keep going up.
Cross
you know what? Yourself. Sure, let's do it. Let's keep going. Up to there.
They'll start the ride and go, look. Oh man, look! We have those 2 conveyor belts to look forward to. And this ride's gonna be awesome.
So much fun. We're gonna do that. And we're going to go.
You don't need to go higher.
Add another conveyor belt lift in the middle of that.
No, you don't need to go higher. You're at the.
Yeah.
You're at a height.
I'm probably gonna put another conveyor belt in here.
Why?
Because I'm gonna end up going down enough that I'm gonna need to come back up.
Don't go all the way down. You've got 10 meters to go down. Just go 10 meters down.
You're so limited on the amount of. It's gonna be a really interesting
River
ride.
Styx is the best ride in this park. Hey, my ride's pretty cool. The 11th labor. We should just call it the 7 labors and put other stuff in there. Spruce Summit down. No one agreed to that. At least I didn't agree to that. What?
All right.
No, that was wrong.
We're already having to go down. I'm trying to get as much excitement as possible. We're adding another drop.
Okay.
So we're gonna add a drop.
That's quite the drop.
It's gonna be a huge drop.
Are we gonna splash down?
We are definitely going to splash down.
That might be too extreme, I wonder. But hey, you need splash down start, not drop in.
Splash down start.
You gotta splash down underwater. I don't know if you guys have heard, but that's the way to do it.
Splash down end.
Why does it hate? Why just won't it splosh, not sploosh?
So we're gonna go ahead and. I am no good at this game. Why are you letting me play this game?
You can stop at any time. Oh no, we're going deeper. We've gone deeper.
We're going deeper.
We've gone deeper. I thought we were ending this. I thought the ride was coming to an end.
I'm trying to.
But no, we went deeper.
We've got to. There's so much underground sections. All right, let's just conveyor belt lift. Middle. Bring us back out. We thought this was a good idea. And that conveyor belt at the regular track. I'm really just trying to. I'm trying to wrap it around now. I'm gonna do it if I can. No, wait. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Well, okay. Conveyor belt end. What's actually happening here?
All right, hold on. It's not. Okay, there we go. Conveyor belt end. It's not. It seems to have, I seem to have broken it.
No, I don't think you actually broke it.
All right. There we go. Okay.
That's what you want.
There we go. All right. Let's grab that and
please hit autocomplete at some point.
As soon as the autocomplete button is available, I will hit it. Let's straighten that out. Start going down a little bit. Not too much.
Nausea the motion picture.
I don't know how nauseous this is going to make people.
I want to make a Spaceballs the joke right now.
Spaceballs, the roller coaster.
Do it. Maybe it's just telling you it's impossible. Oh, now you can do it. You had it. You had it.
I had it? Alright.
You had it.
Hold on.
I'm being texted by 3 people at the same time. It's terrible.
There we go.
Okay, we need to test this ride. Luckily, only one person can take this ride at a time.
Alright.
So that's good.
Well, more than one person.
Okay.
It's got several.
Only one card at the
slots.
time.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and go to first person. Woo! Woo! What's she looking for?
I don't know. Trinidad's looking for something.
Yeah. It's good times.
Good times on the.
Now we're going underground again.
Going deep.
Oh, there's a pillar! Oh no!
This ride is terrible. I was like, it's finally getting good. Oh, there's a conveyor belt. Okay. This is the worst.
Not a fan of the river Styx or the underworld.
I mean, I guess it's appropriate, right? It's like it takes forever and it's boring and terrible.
So it's not a horrible length.
Oh man, that Ouija Power, if that actually exists, that sounds awesome.
What does?
So there's a Nintendo section at Universal opening up in a few years. Ouija Power wants there to be a Donkey Kong minecart.
This actually has not been too bad so far, excitement-wise.
It's not been too bad.
Fear-wise, also pretty good.
Wait, what happened?
I went to the cinematic one, and we missed all the fun stuff.
I like
the excitement's been real good so far, though.
Maybe we're mocking your roller coaster, but maybe it's actually really good.
You have mocked me, but you do not understand. It is actually the best roller coaster.
Your station still needs to be like twice. No, it's usually like quadruple the size, but.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Wow. Okay, good. Fine.
Okay,
fine.
no, wait, never mind. That was just for nausea. The excitement, not as good. There's definitely some good points. They do seem to like the long thing going on for some reason. I think it's the anticipation.
There's a weird anticipation system in this game, which is kind of interesting.
And there we go. That's 10.6, 10.9. That was a good part.
That's
they're
real good.
They're
12,
liking. Wow,
12,
they're really liking that
9.
12.9, and we're back to going up.
Well done.
The anticipation is building.
Is it actually building? I think it's dropping.
We'll have to wait and see for when they get to another point where it'll update us.
You have a few sections that are quite bad, though. Probably G-Forces related.
Maybe. I mean,
you can speed everything.
Right, yeah, let's just
get this done with.
They're solidly at 7.5 for the entire thing going up.
Okay.
That was really boring. Gets a little bit better.
It's not
okay, so this last section is really boring.
You know what you should do? It would be hard.
They really like that. So the drop at the beginning of the ride was a good idea.
Ouija Power, if we could build that, but everyone would hate it. A roller coaster goes super high, travels straight for a few seconds, and then
just drops.
90 degrees
drops
down.
Straight down.
Yeah, delete the track. Yeah.
All right, delete this monstrosity.
Okay.
All right,
let me try fixing it.
I'm gonna go ahead. We can go ahead and swap sides.
You should do some things here, like you got a good start, but
it's got potential. The anticipation that people are feeling when going up might be a little bit what's the word? False, because there is nothing at the end of the last thing really.
Yeah. That's a little big. We'll go there. We'll say
okay. They did really like the large drop followed by the splashdown section down there. That's
I'm gonna fix your
down.
end. That's really what I'm doing.
The end is one of the bigger issues.
So they really like this section, so we're gonna make it a bit longer.
Okay. Zach knows how to play this game far better than I do. I
know the controls, actually.
Yeah.
We're not testing. Let's start testing. That'll clear out the old things. Okay. So we need to go a little bit further this way, and then we can come out, turn around. Okay.
It's real limiting that you can't slope up. You can only slope down.
It's not really the problem I'm having. It's the turning around part.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a big flat section where it doesn't do anything, which is that's why I keep having to go back up so I can keep doing slopes down.
This being underground is terrible, FYI.
Yeah, no, I'm not building another underground roller coaster. This was a horrible idea. I really should. No one should ever let me in your video games. Why does anyone let me in your video games?
It's a free country. I mean, everyone can play video games if they want to.
It should be like. There's got to be something in the Geneva Convention about not letting Malcolm build roller coasters.
But no one's gonna let you build a roller coaster. But that's completely different.
Never say never, Zach.
Who's gonna let you build a roller coaster?
I can build roller coasters if I want.
No, you can't.
Just keep going up. Just keep. How far can we take it?
No. We need to get higher than that, but that's about it.
We need to get higher than that with enough space through it that we can actually have enough, like, a ride.
Maybe we should start coming up sooner, I don't know.
The anticipation builds as they go up and up and up.
I just want to hit autocomplete now. I just want it to work.
Okay, so the anticipation builds up to
Autocomplete's
7.5.
not available for this ride. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, so the anticipation builds up to 75 or 7.5, and that's where it ends. That's as much anticipation as you can build up going up. So it looks like what the best strategy is you build a slope going up until they hit 75, and then that's when you
drop them. Okay, that makes sense.
So we may want to delete the whole ride and rebuild from the start.
With that in mind.
With that in mind, because that's part of why that is a really good section, is because it built up to basically that 75.
Well, you also
right
have
there.
This thing, which is weird.
That section right there is what messed it up. Is that there's the slow section right there that doesn't do anything.
Why do you have that section?
Because I needed to curve. The only pieces that can curve are the.
You should have started dropping.
I should have started dropping and then curved when I got to the bottom. But the issue is I didn't want it to just dig straight into the path.
Oh, well, it's fine. Like, I don't know, this is terrible. I made it worse.
That's debatable.
The excitement was only 5, probably because of these. Because most of the time spent on that. I wonder why this is so bad. Like,
I don't know.
Probably it's G's. People still texting me?
Well, there's not a lot of G's on this ride because it's not as.
Okay. I wonder why that's shit right here.
Check the nausea.
Well, like I'm saying, it's going. No, it's fine. It's green. Fear is green. It's just shit there. I don't know why.
Apparently.
I really wish you could do more to edit the track after you've built it, but.
Yeah. Just make it steeper.
Yeah, I figured maybe making it steeper is better.
I don't know. The mine shaft for miners. I blame marketing and the metric system.
Wow, you designed a weird thing here.
I have.
It's like a weird
monster.
Like with hands.
Like
the thing I actually want to do is just like put terrain in here and make this all nice.
Do it. Just make the entire thing underground.
I'm not going to do that because that would be boring. There can be underground sections, but
a lot of underground sections.
There's already a lot of underground sections.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I put so many underground sections in.
Well, we could do this. We could just expose. What is that?
Splashdown.
Oh, it's the splashdown. Okay.
Yep, that hill thing definitely looked like.
It
muck
definitely does look like muck from
like
Pokemon. Yes.
That's definitely a accurate description.
It's a big mountain over here. Should I make this like tropical?
Absolutely. Just what we need. More uphill sections that are underground.
You know what? I like actually. Let's like.
You're just gonna make it a chasm.
There's a bit of a chasm. Why not? Chasms are cool. Aren't chasms? Somebody tell me chasms are
pretty cool.
And we can even have like natural bridges and stuff if we want. Man, this thing goes deep. I think it's a decent.
I built a monstrosity.
It's fine. You're saying the thing I built wasn't a monstrosity?
Hey, I mean, yours like actually sort of functioned as a roller coaster. It just had really high G's.
This one functions as a log flume. Like this section is good. If you if the station was going that way, this would be a much better ride. I mean, we could do that. We could go back and change it and put the station so it's this way and like lose the whole back section.
That would actually probably make it a lot better.
That's the change we need to make, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, there's ice rocks, alpine rocks.
Can we just make a trampoline farm? I feel like that would be a lot safer of a bet.
Wait, what?
A trampoline farm?
What's a trampoline farm?
Never heard of a trampoline farm?
Is it like a pre-built ride?
No, a trampoline farm is just it's usually a giant, like, Costco warehouse where the floors and wall are made of trampoline.
Oh, those, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get everybody to sign a release before they show up. Bam, problem solved. No need to worry. Damn, there's some really cool looking.
There are really awesome things in there. It makes me jealous that we're bad.
Somebody built a Death Star? What?
A ride with a ride inside.
Yeah, no, a Death Star launched coaster. A partially complete Death Star. So you have to be able to do more editing than we were doing, because look at the angles on that.
Yeah, we're missing something.
A T-Rex gulpy shop, apparently.
Okay. That's a cool T-Rex. There's stores in the feet of the T-Rex.
Down between them.
I wonder if I'm using... Okay, that's what I want. I want to, like, make some little flat sections. Yeah.
Cool.
You know, like, rocks have shells. Terrain has shells. It'll give us places to put trees and things.
I'm digging the music.
The music is really nice.
Most sim games seem to have really good music.
I think it's because they acknowledge that you're gonna have to listen to it for hours.
Yeah, like that's. I'm always surprised by games that don't realize how important a soundtrack is. Because it's like yeah, it's just music and sound, but that's such an important part of the experience because it's what you have to listen to the entire game. Like scenery, you may only see that once if you decide not to go back there, if for like an open world RPG, or it may be a really minor thing. It's still important, but it's just like music is like what you see and hear are the two most important things in any game.
Son, come on, son, work with me here. Oh, that's what we need. Where's that?
Lights?
Lights, yeah. I think it's in this section. Not. Maybe it isn't. Building, probably? Maybe it's not lights, so probably just light. I did type light. That's not producing much light. I think it's in special effects if they are.
Click the candle. No, that's pyrotechnics.
I mean, yeah, kind of, yeah, right?
Absolutely. Just put them everywhere.
Okay, what kind do we want, though? We could, like, have the flamethrower. We can have, like, this flamethrower, which is more intermittent. Or this one.
I don't know. What do you think?
Also, we can just have, like, burning. Burning's pretty cool.
If this is supposed to be,
This is the bad part of Hades.
This is the Fields of Punishment.
Is that what they're called? I think what we're doing really is we're ripping off Disney's Hercules here, and we're ignoring the whole Greek myths because I don't think Hades had anything to do with fire ever.
Let's see. He was traditionally, Hades was not a fire god.
I mean, he traditionally became Lucifer because Christians.
Well, yeah. Etruscan gods, Ida, Roman gods, Spader, and Orcus. Orcus was a Roman god? What?
Yeah, isn't Orcus?
God of the underworld, apparently.
Yeah, because Hades is the Greek name. Orcus is the Roman name. Remember how there's all that weirdness?
Oh, he's Pluto.
Hmm?
Hades was Pluto.
Hades was Pluto?
Yeah. Orcus just got rolled in with him.
I thought Hades was. I thought Pluto was somebody else, but I guess maybe I'm wrong. There's also a lot of.
All of them were taken, eventually taken as equivalent to the Greek Hades and merged as Pluto. Okay. A Latinization of his euphemistic Greek name Pluton. Or Greek name Pluton. You know what show's really good that, like, I haven't seen it forever because they took it off of Netflix is King of the Hill. It's completely, like, out of left field, I know, but just, like, King of the Hill was a good show.
King of the Hill was a pretty good show. Do we want some smoke? We want smoke. We want, like, big smoke.
Yeah, whatever the biggest smoke we can get.
Like that?
Yeah.
Big burst. Or we can get, like, mist.
Steamy steam.
Falling snow. Doesn't seem to be working.
Should we make a winter wonderland?
You can make a winter wonderland. It's possible to make. Actually making falling snow? Snow debris.
Huh.
Dry ice. Dirt falling. There it goes. These are kind of lame. Blowing snow. That's a lot more snow. Smoke large. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Why is that hill in the distance simultaneously on fire and snowing? Well, that was the testing area.
Yes.
Currently, what we are doing, Alan, is we are building, we're decorating my log monstrosity.
The log monstrosity? Is it its official name?
No, not official name. You didn't miss much, Ouija. Log monstrosity. We're decorating it.
So, I've put fire and smoke everywhere. Is it now weird to put trees?
As long as they're not... You could build it into, like, a more enclosed underground area and put a bunch of trees on top.
Oh, you mean, like, actually close this underground?
Close the top up over it, so you go into this underground hell section. Just a hellscape. AKA Sploosh Summit, AKA the River Styx.
The log monstrosity. It's got so many names.
They're like, which ride do you want to go on? The Log Monstrosity, Sploosh Summit, or the River Styx? That's all one ride. What?
We need something like these, right? Okay. Why can't this just be wherever I want it to be? I guess it can't.
Because it's a lame game.
Lame game. We need Gabrielle's, like, Sims cheats here. Oh, that's what we need. We need, like, some dead shit.
Yeah, dead trees. Sploosh Styx Summit. So, Alan, the real question is, what is your favorite Greek myth?
Or what is the best Greek myth? Either one.
That's fair. But I think it's a little bit subjective.
No, it's 100% objective.
100% objective?
100% objective.
100% objective. All right, you heard it here first, folks. There is definitely one Greek myth that is better than all the other ones.
I'm just saying that there's always an objective truth, no matter what the subject is.
I didn't say that it wasn't like completely objective. I said it's just a very subjective thing because people always have their own opinions about it. Their opinions may be wrong, but they still have opinions about it.
No, they don't.
It's something that you can argue about really. Like, we're doing it right now. If anything, this is just proving my point.
Okay. I need to figure out a way to, like, put that rock and then move on to the next rock without hitting escape, like, 3 times. And that isn't the right way.
Hit the check mark in the middle. I do anything? No?
No, it's like, yep.
Cool.
Oh, no, it did. That is the right thing. Okay. That's weird. I wonder if enter does the same thing.
Cool.
What's chat
Oh,
say?
come on, Ouija. Best Greek myth is none of them. Rome is where it's at. Not
They're
true.
pretty much-
All of the Roman myths are just the Greek myths renamed and rebranded.
They're plagiarized. They're
like
deeply
straight
plagiarized.
straight up, most of the Roman myths are just plagiarized Greek myths.
Which one isn't?
They have a few that are their own, but that's just because
Well-known ones?
No, not well-known ones.
Exactly.
That's why I'm saying most. But no, yeah. Almost all Rome is just like, rename it.
We conquered them, so might as well take their stuff.
Cool. Okay. But no, yeah.
It's looking cool, I think, down here.
I'm a fan of our little demonic hellscape.
The dead trees and the burning fire.
The smoke. I mean, I don't know that I'd simplify it down to that of the Greek myths or the original copy pastas. But like a lot of classic stories come from Greek myths.
A lot of stories come from Greek myths. Like, a lot of things are
A lot of
ripped
story
off.
structure.
Not just story
Greek
structure,
myths,
but like
like
My Fair Lady is a Greek myth.
Hero's Journey is pretty much started with Greece, right? Like they.
I mean, the book The Hero's Journey is based on Greek myths. Yes.
Yeah, like it.
How much that book actually has to do with story structure, I think I'm not sure.
Debatable.
Yeah, like I tried reading the book, and it's a lot of people say, hey, we like, George Lucas read this book and then made Star Wars, and this Star Wars is like a perfect version of this book, but Star Wars had a lot of other influences besides just Greek myths.
George Lucas, I appreciate that he created something that I love so much. He was not a fan of Star Wars. He did not want to make half the Star Wars movies, and really only did so because he was like, money. That'll work. It's a good motivator.
Money.
Money.
Money. Aha, I just remembered the thing. I forgot.
Pinocchio. Did the Greeks start that? Nope, but I'm willing to bet there's a Greek story that's extremely similar.
Pinocchio. I'm not sure on that one. You know what we need to do? We need to like make this less lush down here. It's a little lush.
A little too
green. A little too green for all the fire and shit we have going. Some sandy rocks and I really wish I could make this brush smaller. But
bump up that intensity a little bit.
And that would help.
Okay.
It takes forever to build anything in this game. Like, I've spent all this time and I've built that much.
But you made it look real nice.
We should write it and see what that looks like, even though that's probably like 10 seconds of the whole thing.
Takes us a minute and a half to get there. The section is about 5 seconds, and then it takes us 2.5 minutes to complete.
Your segment isn't even green.
No.
Well, I mean, that's where the ride technically ends, right? That would probably make it too boring for a lot of people, though. Let's just say that.
That seems good.
Any load. So the other awesome thing you can do is you can do triggered events. I forgot about that. So we can make like a big explosion down here and have it trigger when you hit the splash.
I like it.
But, I don't know. Let's just ride this thing. How do I... Can you only ride it when there's one person going? Oh, there it is. Right, yeah. Oh, no. Why this one?
No, hold on.
I think this is the right section, right?
No, this is the big loopy-loop section that's underground.
Is this the right section? It's right there. No. This is the right section.
Yes.
In a bit. We have to like curve around a few times.
Hey guys! Splashdown!
Did the Greeks do Dumbo? You know, eventually you're gonna name one that they did do. It's not that great under here. I like how the ride is actually on fire.
Everything is actually on fire. What if we just replace the water with
fire?
Gasoline and just lit it on fire? Just lit it on fire.
I think that'd be a little expensive for maintenance costs.
Hey, I mean, we're not gonna have to worry about that because we're gonna get sued the second anyone rides it and gets burned to death.
Nah.
Because they get soaked in gasoline going down the splash zone into a splash pool. just you see the car going down and there's a giant column of flame.
No, it's fine. We just make them wear
flame retardant suits.
Exactly. Yes.
Those like only work in specific conditions.
It's probably actually.
Did the Greeks do Hercules? Wait a minute. There wasn't a Danny DeVito in the original.
There was not a Danny DeVito in the original.
There was not.
We need some of that.
2 words. I am retired. One of the better jokes of Hercules.
The whole song, you mean?
No, the bit where I forget what his actual name is, but the satyr. Oh no, it's Chiron, right?
Yeah, he shouldn't be a satyr.
Shouldn't be a satyr. He's actually a centaur. But one of the best jokes in that is when he says "I am retired," which in Greek he says 2 words. "I am retired," which in Greek is 2 words.
Oh, that's
why. That is why it is 3 words.
Okay.
Which is, I like when I found that out, I was like, yes, I approve.
That's okay. That's kind of amazing, actually. I'm glad I know that now.
It's such a great like bit.
It's a pretty good bit.
I'm about that bit.
You're about that bit?
I'm about that bit.
Oh. Getting tired?
I've just perpetually been tired. I have too much D&D.
Too much D&D?
Well, no, I don't consider myself to have too much D&D, but I am
going
to burn out at some point.
Okay.
Because I currently have the game here, 2 other games that I'm running, 3 other games that I'm in as a player. So it's a total of 6 games a week.
Pretty nice. I could do even more.
You should put some lighting down on the inside of that, because that way you can actually see all
the cool stuff I built.
Cool stuff.
I need to figure out where the lighting is, don't I? We never figured that out.
We didn't.
Maybe they're in a different section.
Maybe.
What section would they be in? I doubt they're in shops and facilities.
Is the lighting options in Planet Booster?
Could be here. It doesn't really light.
Well, it doesn't help that just asking opinions about it. Category lights. Uplight, colored event light, standing torch. Pages in category lights.
Is this all we got?
Apparently. Disney inspired Alan to go to college.
Wait, where's the standing? I want like a standing torch. That'd be cool. I don't even have a standing torch in this section. Okay.
Standing
this can't be the right
torch. Primary type scenery. Secondary type props. Tertiary type lights.
Props, lights. Aha.
There we go. There's box lights. There should also be standing torch.
Don't stand on that. Okay, it's less good than I thought it was. Like the
Unfortunately.
Still put like a single standing torch somewhere if we wanted to. Stand a torch.
Keep a torch burning for me. Just a singular torch in all of hell.
We could put a skull lamppost.
Do it. Fill the entire all right. Fill the entire pit with skull lampposts. Just put them everywhere.
The little oil lamps. There's always like I don't know on roller coasters.
I thought that was a penguin for a moment. I was like, is that a penguin lamp?
This says Hades to me. Doesn't it say Hades to you?
Ta-da! Party time.
Yeah, there we go. That's Hades, right there.
Welcome to hell in the flashing neon lights of Genie.
There were better lights. There were honestly better lights than this. I remember, but I don't know how to get to them. The smoke is cool. I really like the smoke. Probably completely cover up that white bit too, but yes, there are animatronics. You want some animatronics to make Sploosh Summit better? You want pirate? What is more Greek? Pirates, cowboys, or soldiers? They'll just have like a cannon that fires randomly, which is super Greek. I know, right?
Depends on what it's firing. Is it firing green? There we go. Confetti cannon.
There's dragon. Dragon lookout. Sleeping dragon.
Is there like a Cerberus?
Gears. There's not.
No. Okay.
Pistons. You have a bow.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Oh.
Or knight. It's kind of cool looking. You have a knight with a halberd. What is this?
Whoa.
Oh, a big robot head. Is that Cerberus Enoughy?
A big robot dog head that shoots lasers.
We can put 3 of them.
Do it.
Why is it shooting lasers?
Because Cerberus shoots lasers.
Here's whatever
Why
this
are you
is.
asking questions? I think it's a giant pig, mole, rat, elephant.
Drat.
Drat.
There's a different sleeping drat. 3 robot dog heads.
All right.
A full Wish's house with special effects. Okay, so where does Cerberus go? I lost Cerberus. Want an ion cannon?
Let's just build a Star Destroyer.
I think we'll just build a Star Destroyer.
I think that's supposed to go underwater.
Definitely supposed to go underwater. He also has tentacles.
Cool.
Where the hell did Cerberus go? He was like right after
Giant Robo Dog Head.
There it is.
There we go. I'd say you should put those facing the track as they go up it.
Oh, you mean like
up that part? Yeah, like put an arch over that with them facing down, so they have to go underneath it to.
Okay. Doesn't really work. Okay, we'll clean this up a bit. But so this is what you're talking about, and then
yeah,
like
an arc over it,
possibly
and then,
fill it in a bit.
A little bit. And then basically they're just going to be on the other side of that, facing down the track, so that you go under them as you go up.
You want me to fill this all the way in?
It's up to you.
It's kind of cool the way it is. I wish I was faster at this. It'd be cooler if I was faster. Scenery, dog head.
It's a real question. When do we play Spore?
Spore? Do we have to play Spore?
No.
These are very big.
Yes.
Is that acceptable?
I like it. I like it.
I'm going to clean up the terrain now.
Spook dogs.
What is Hulk? Oh, are we making... Okay, is
Robo
that not a...
Cerberus, the final boss in Herculatron, or Hercutron 2000.
I was
for the
thinking that was a
PS1.
real game, but I doubt it is.
I wish that was a real game. That's such a good real game. I would play that game.
You know, it's just like a robot Hercules, robot Cerberus. Why? Because there's no non-robot Cerberus.
Don't question it. It just is. That may be a graphical glitch.
No, it was too close to the dog head.
Hmm.
And I have it set so I can't destroy a terrain that has scenery on it.
Hmm.
I think this is about as good as we're going to get on this Cerberus business. I really wish I could make them stop shooting lasers.
Might be nice. But hey. Good enough.
So does that mean they're leaving?
Let's check out how it looks.
Oh, on the ride?
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to speed it up a lot because all the cars are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
You should have made the splashdowns longer. I think.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
Is that a real game? Oh, Disney's Hercules. Okay. Disney's Hercules is a real game. You know what? We're going to ride it from the beginning.
Hercutron 2000. Unlikely movie titles.
Look at this person. Oh, I lost them. They waved at us as we went over.
Ah. Nice. Meow. Meow.
So Hercules, I mean, the Cerberus isn't really spoiled when you come down. That's good.
Yeah, I think we're good going down. It should be you come around the corner and see him.
Right. I forgot.
Oh boy.
You're gonna see Cerberus for quite a while because Cerberus is on one of these.
right?
Will that make the impact? Will that reduce the impact a lot?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see.
As you see Subarus do the same canned animations like 20 times.
Ah, pew, pew, pew. Laser mouth.
Okay, we're coming down into the section I actually worked on.
The section we care about. Do you... Okay, you see him a little bit.
We can't really tell what it is.
But yeah.
Also, we could just put a tree there or something to block it. Oh, there's a piece of floating
rocks.
rocks.
Welcome to hell.
Why is this
This
looks about as amazing as I could hope. I mean, I guess I could point them more at the ride, but why bother?
Apparently, Cerberus is a bulldog.
Yeah.
A cyborg
bulldog.
Giant robot bulldog.
Are we gonna do anything else? I think it's about it. I think it's about time, right?
Yeah.
We're ending a little bit early, but I've lost steam and I have no idea what else. I'm like starting a new roller coaster is gonna take too long.
Do you want to stop this and like go kill some people for a little bit to just feel better about yourself?
Should we do that?
Do you guys? All right. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see us go play a little bit of PlayerUnknown's Battleground, just to recover from the
sort of self-imposed disappointment? Because like I spent like 10, 20 minutes on this and I've built.
It looks nice.
It looks nice if you look
looks
there.
really good.
When you zoom out here, it's just like
There's just a lot of those uphill sections, and you can't do much with uphill sections.
I left all these floating rocks now. So if no one says anything,
We should try building a Mr. Toad's Wild Ride type ride next.
We're either gonna we're canceling the stream or not.
Either we're done. We're canceling all of Schmuckco. It's over.
It was
this
I
roller
am
coaster
that
has been
bad at roller coasters.
We have to stop. We just
like
can't
this
do it.
section also looks nice right here. Like it's got a little it's got a little stuff going for it. Got a little way too energetic waterfall. Oh, that's because no, we're not even sped up. It's just that too energetic. But yeah. Ooh. This is a theme park.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I wear my shirt that's a little bit see-through sometimes on stream.
I may have not color corrected enough. We look a little bluer than we should.
Just a tad.
Just a tad.
Do we want to actually open the park?
It's open. None of the rides are open because they don't have entrances.
We should open the rides.
I think we're gonna play. You have to decide now. Do we want to play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds around?
All right. Nah, I think we call it for today. So we're gonna not going with.
So
you're not going with the
I couldn't remember.
Fantastic.
I couldn't remember the pun. I can't. Can you remember the pun?
I believe that it was the Parkanon.
Parkanon. That's it. Parkanon. Okay. Thank you for watching this Parkanon. Coming up tomorrow, we have
Alan and Jordana.
Playing
XCOM 2.
XCOM 2, yes. They're into strategy games. Exciting and fun.
It's going to be a real good time.
Then you're going to be here on Thursday, right?
With Alan, and we're going to be playing a little bit of the Shadow of Mordor, because Alan is a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I am also a Lord of the Rings fan.
It's also a good game.
I've heard that it's a good game. Is it actually like a quality game?
It's like actually a quality game. And the sequel is coming out, I think, next month.
Cool.
Early next month.
But yeah, we're going to be playing that, which should be good, because I'm a fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm just not as huge of a fan as Alan.
It's going to be funny. No, I'm predicting amusement because Alan's going to hate it. Because it's so lore broken. It's so, like,
of course it is.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Utterly from beginning to end, if you care about Lord of the Rings lore at all. Which is, silly to do, I would say.
I care about it, but not enough to, like, care when people mess it. It's the same with Star Wars lore. It's like, it doesn't really matter at all. Like, nothing matters. Why care?
And then on Friday, there's a special stream where Chris is going to get together with somebody not here in the office, his friend Steven, and they're going to play some co-op. Yeah. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
I may actually be showing up for that as well for at least a little bit.
You might be an advisor if they need an advisor.
I need somebody who has played the game before and knows what what's up.
Currently, Chris has not played the game. He may buy the game and play it tomorrow, but on his own time.
But no, yeah.
He threatened to do that.
If anyone has not played PlayerUnknown's Battleground, I would recommend it. It's a good game.
And we don't stream on the weekends, but on Monday, I'm back. I'm going to be playing Kerbal Space Program, and if you want to watch somebody incompetently put rockets into space, I'm the person to incompetently put rockets into space. Our plan is to build a rover and go to put a rover on the Kerbal Space Program equivalent of Mars.
Oh, the Mars.
We're into Mars now. We've done many moon missions. Actually, we currently have a Kerbal stranded on the moon, and Minimus, which is a small moon that's further out from the moon.
So the real question: how hard is it going to be for you guys to recreate the Martian?
We don't have plans.
Strand a Kerbal.
We don't have current plans to strand a Kerbal on the moon.
Supplies.
On Duna.
Keep him alive for 2.5 years. Bring him back.
They don't need supplies. They're fine. They survive.
Oh, they just don't need. They just live.
We don't actually have the technology to rescue people properly, because to rescue somebody properly, you need to be able to put them in your rocket. And most of all our rockets are like single person only rockets, so that's kind of an issue.
One-man rockets.
One-man rockets. So that's why
we should start working on trying to engineer a rescue ship.
We need to get there. Like we need to make science. We need to make science. So you have to like
make that science.
You need to make that science. You have to go new places and yeah, it's fun. And then next Tuesday is going to be something else completely random. We don't know yet. They're non-committal Tuesdays. That's how the show works.
Nobody's committed to anything.
Except for the
fact that we're going to be streaming.
Except there will
definitely be somebody here.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you were here.
I'm here a lot on
I was
Tuesdays.
here.
Zach's also here a lot.
Alan's here a lot. Yeah.
Gus is usually here occasionally.
Gus will be back next week, right? Probably. So. Hopefully Gus is back. If he's back, he's probably going to do that Tuesday. Yeah. But thank you all for watching that.
Our park we've spent 4 years in our park. I just want to point out real quick. I'm going to move out of the way.
So
right there.
Why it took 4 years is because we kept speeding it up and then never not
4 years.
Never not unspeeding.
4 years it took to build both of these half-completed
this abysmal
monstrosities.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So see you all later.
4 years, no money made. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a good time, and yeah, 4 years well spent. Thank you, Alan, for continuing to support our
endeavors. We got him on this side with the whole Greek thing.
We did.
Goodbye, Ouija.
See you guys later. Have a good rest of the week.